Hey, we are here with Elysian Road. This is episode 38, and we have returned to do some space opera goodness. So when we last left, our heroes, they had just like kind of fought they had done some D-Day Normandy stuff and kind of charged a beachhead, sort of. Lots of artillery and tanks and things.
But
luckily,
the eyes were complaining about this was easy.
Well, they didn't have psychic powers in mechs, so Evelyn used her mech to great effect in that battle, but has since become deactivated. So has to push forward without it. And the last thing they left off on is Chloe Lasmos and her crew showed up to kind of intercept you guys before you guys were going to head further towards where Sigmund is. But before we get into that, we got to do a flashback because that's what we do here.
I totally forgot that Sigmund was like the big bad until you just said that just now.
Indeed. I need to figure out what flashback is going to be because we do not. I kind of forgot we were doing that.
Wasn't the flashback going to be Jenkins and?
Yes, we did mention that last time. Yes. Okay, that's a good thing to start off with. So we see, Imperium. I'm thinking like this planet kind of has like Yavin 4 vibes in terms of Star Wars stuff. Right. So it's jungle and stuff. And we see this like big old landing pad. And we see Akoto and Jenkins kind of making their way through some undergrowth to like look out over this like landing pad hangar bay sort of situation where they have a bunch of their shuttles and things. And we see a bunch of Imperium soldiers kind of scurrying about because there's obviously some alarm that's gone off since you guys tore through the barricades.
There was no NPC with an alarm over his head where we had to shoot him before he pulled the alarm, so I think we're fine.
That's the thing is they have life signals and things that they're all hooked up to, and they were just
but all the guns are silent, remember?
An entire squad is missing. At the very least, someone just walks over there and is like, everyone's dead. And so we see Jenkins turn to Akoto and say, all right, which one are we grabbing? Well, I guess the question is, which one can you fly? And Akoto kind of gives him a look. It's like, I can fly any of them. The question is, which one isn't guarded? I suppose we could take a look at their patrol patterns, but I don't know if they have any of those. They're just kind of running around like ants right now. And Jenkins just kind of nods, and he says, well, if I still had my robot body, I'd probably just go in there guns a-blazing, but I'm feeling sort of squishy and vulnerable ever since Fergus gave me my my skin back. I got to keep it in pristine condition, at least until Fergus is around again to heal me up. And so they're kind of just like looking out over this, and I think probably what happens is we just see, to do a classic soft move in Apocalypse World terms, we just see some of the Imperium soldiers peel off to go like check out the disturbance and take care of the interlopers. And so we know that you guys are going to have these guys on your tail. So we see, maybe a couple people on like speeders, kind of like, short, like speeder bikes. And another tank or whatever, and they kind of fly right off into the jungle, pushing down undergrowth and stuff with their vehicles. And there's only like a skeleton crew kind of left to man the hangar bay. And as Jenkins and Akoto watch this, they kind of just slowly turn to each other, and Jenkins shrugs. Well, it's bad news for them, but I guess that problem took care of itself for us. All right. Point the way, and I'll shoot anyone who gets between us and that ship. And Akoto nods, and then they just like jump out and start like sneaking around boxes and things, trying to get to a ship. Cool. So we jump in media res again to Evelyn, Fergus, Ode, and Dylan, as well as Ziva. And then Robin's here as well, and I think that's and then Vigo. So those are the NPCs that are with you guys as well. And we see Chloe Lasmos, right? She is standing there with some Order of the Dust people, which is probably the reason you wouldn't immediately start like shooting her, right? And a Dr. Stathy is next to her, the doctor that Ode talked to way back when about the bloodshot he found on their ship. So another doctor that kind of, I mean, I guess Chloe isn't really a doctor. She's just kind of like a opportunist. I don't even really know what her.
What's the difference?
She was the pilot, wasn't she?
So she was the captain of the medical vessel.
Right, that's what
But also, I'm gonna look at her skills and stuff real quick. But I don't think. Oh, I don't have a proper character sheet for her. I don't think she. Like, I think if we were to follow Chloe Lasmos through that whole process and get some backstory on her, she probably got either given that position when someone else died, or she kind of snuck her way onto the position without really being qualified. I don't think ship captain is really her go-to thing. She's certainly kind of like a manipulative schemer, right? But it's unclear whether or not she would be good at like captaining a ship properly. But anyway, yeah. What do you guys say? So I think Chloe, the last thing she said was basically, oh, does anyone remember? She said something. No, she held up her hands and said, "We come in peace." That's what she said. Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys do? What do you guys say?
Well, we all know that's not true. So
yeah, I mean, I guess I just look at them like, but we don't, right? Like doing the thing, yeah.
So what do you guys have against her? I don't think Fergus has anything against her.
she literally kidnapped and tortured us.
Oh yeah, when did that happen?
Episode at the end of season 1 when Fergus was trying to go steal a capital ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm also struggling to remember that. I remember that it happened.
So, that's because David, you showed up at the end of that session.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Did we do
I think it was
separate
mostly
sessions?
O that she was torturing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we do separate sessions for that?
No, so what happened is we were gonna like do the weird split thing, and then you were free one more week or whatever, and so we decided to keep going to see what happened, and then that's what. And then everybody ended up together at the end of that session, and so we moved on to autonomy.
Okay.
Like typically happens at the end of our campaigns, scheduling issues mean, or at the end of a season, we're just like, okay, I guess we're jumping to something else instead of continuing this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys all know what she's done, whether or not you've experienced it personally.
Okay. Oh no, which one of my friends are you going to kidnap and torture this time?
None of them, I promise. I do come in peace. I have a sort of a proposition for you. You're about to walk right into an Imperium ambush, so I figured I'd give you a heads up. Maybe make a trade.
One of my friends for information? How dare you? I'd never trade my friends for information.
She just raises an eyebrow at you.
I pointedly look at Evelyn.
You pointed to look at me about what?
I said I would never trade my friends for information.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
So we do come in peace. I'm still confused.
Well, it seems like no one's pointing guns at me yet.
I hold up a finger.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should point guns at her.
That
What do you
just
guys think?
confuses Ode more because now I think she's. Yeah, I don't know. What's going on?
I'm trying to trade for information, and it seems like the rest of you are being rather hesitant to say anything at all.
But didn't you just give us the information? You said there was an ambush, right?
Yes, I suppose. I mean, she's not giving you details, and also, she's hoping that you guys will be.
I assume there was something else.
Yeah. That's probably a good point. She probably says, I think that we can help each other. I know what your mission is, or at least I assume I know what it is, and I think if we work together,
Yeah, so like, what's your mission though? What's in it for you?
My child just hurt himself.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sad baby boy. What was I gonna say? Oh, you asked what did you say?
that's what was in it for her. Like, why did?
Right.
What's their mission?
Right. She says, I'm still working on the same thing that I was when I met you all. I'm trying to figure out the secret of psychic abilities, and this man is the key. Sigmund. You know him?
We already know the secret.
Yeah, they're like nano machines or something. This was like last season.
She rolls her eyes and she says, I know they're nanomachines, Ode. I was the one who was transporting the darn things.
Well,
do you know about the robot aliens from the past that transcend time and space?
Do we know about them? I feel like we just saw them.
If you're talking about New Casshern, we did some serious investigation on that planet after you dropped us off there. And yes, we did learn something about the origins of all of this technology. Where have you been? When did you find this out? Yesterday?
Oh, we traveled to the past.
And whether or not she's phased, she doesn't show it. Like, I think she maybe just has a good poker face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna break into her mind here in a minute.
Okay.
Do they know if I do this?
I'm assuming probably.
I think it depends on whether or not you fail.
I thought you meant just generally that you have this ability. I think it's like when you fail, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if I fail, she knows. I'll just do it.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, we'll talk a little more first.
Yeah. So
before we draw.
She just says, we both have a common enemy. The Imperium is trying to stop both of us, and both of us can get the information we need to from Sigmund. There's no reason to get in each other's way until absolutely necessary.
Oh, okay. So we'll fight together as a team, and then once the Imperium's dead, we'll kill each other.
She smiles. I don't know if we need to kill each other. It really depends on what we find out, doesn't it?
I guess.
So do we guys come with us, then the combats are going to take a really long time. So
no, you don't understand. The GM will just split it off into two separate encounters and have our team fight some people, and your team fight a different group of people.
What you mean is our combat's going to be the same size whether you come with us or not? Okay. No.
I promise I'll have some sort of secret or trick that will make it worth it.
Ladies first, I guess.
I think. What do you guys think into our mind link?
I mean, I guess.
I think we have like 5 minutes of dialogue that we can have in like 2 seconds per brain, like in our brains.
Per brain. Yeah, I mean, if they have more tanks, then I guess it'd be nice if they weren't shooting at us.
Fergus has an idea. Let's agree for now. I mean, let's agree for now.
Okay. All right, cool.
Your terms are acceptable.
Does Evelyn have anything to say about this, or Dylan, for that matter?
I'm sorry, I was not.
What terms are we supposedly accepting?
So Chloe basically offered to help you guys get to Sigmund and fight the Imperium and deal with any obstacles that are in the way, as long as you both help each other, and then you can both get the information from Sigmund, because apparently she also wants to know.
I don't trust her. I don't want to help them in any way.
So apparently
it was basically established we're going to kill each other. Kill the Imperium first, then we can kill each other.
Fine with me.
I mean, yeah, I guess I suppose that's fine.
I mean, let's be real, guys. This is a classic trope in this sort of story, right? You always team up with the enemy right before the very big.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly.
We're just meta because we know what's going on.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend until my enemy's dead. Then they're my enemy again.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Yep. That's how it works.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So you said ladies first.
Yeah.
But as she's going, I read her mind.
Okay, yeah, she nods and starts walking past you guys, but then, yeah, Fergus, you want to read her mind?
I didn't think
She has to roll a mental save.
Yes. I always forget how that works. Mental saves are really weird in this game. Or things with saves are really weird because it's like weirdly dependent on their level rather than what the person is doing.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like maybe a 1 or 2 improvement based stats and everything else is level. It is a little odd.
All right.
She's not high level, just the people with her, right?
I need to figure out what. Yeah.
Roll a 1d10, I guess.
That's nice. We'll do that. Sorry, her character sheet is woefully outdated, so I'm making a few upgrades here.
She's level 9. She has a 7. Okay.
Okay.
How about I just roll for her?
She succeeded.
What? Nonsense.
Yeah, so she walks past you and then just gives you a look, Fergus, like, see what you did.
So which way are you going so we don't, get in each other's way?
Well, we go up through this up this staircase, and there is a valley beyond. We were able to see it. We were able to see it through satellite, but we haven't been able to get this close because of this beachhead here. So, thank you for kindly taking that out.
You were there that whole time, and you were just sitting on your thumbs.
No, we arrived. By the time we arrived, you had been handily taking care of it. You had handily taken care of it yourself.
Okay, Gandalf. Nice.
Someone with good notice should know.
A villain is neither late nor is she early. She arrives precisely when she means to.
Exactly.
David, you should roll notice to see if she's lying.
Okay, I assume that's charisma or wisdom.
Yeah, notice with wisdom.
Dang it.
I think typically, I think that's how it goes.
Yikes!
Attaboy.
I rolled the 2 and 1.
David
at it back at it again with the social skills.
Oh yeah, I have a +2 to notice. So my wisdom is -1.
She got a 10.
Gross.
Ode isn't good at reading social cues, so
neither is Fern.
You had to do it with wisdom, but yeah.
I'm just bad at rolling.
All right, so 5.
That's the problem.
Still better than Ode.
Yeah. Cool. So she starts leading the way, and her soldiers come along with her, and Dr. Stavy, I think, turns to you guys as they walk past and just kind of nods awkwardly because she knows you guys, but maybe talked to you guys once, and she's like, "Yeah, we meet again."
We'll meet you at Sigmund. We'll go our own way. Split the forces and whatnot.
This is the only way, Chloe says.
No, we can fly. It's fine. She
frowns and looks back at you.
Can't you only do 3 people at a time?
Oh, shut up.
She's like, Fergus, I promise you, this is going to be easier if we work together. We're not going to break our truce.
Does anyone else have a good notice to roll?
Evelyn and Dylan can try it.
Carly, Connor, notice? No, Carly's not there.
I mean, I'll roll.
You can at least try, yeah.
What attribute?
Oh,
notice with wisdom.
Ooh, one over.
Weirdly understanding people's emotions for some reason.
Yeah.
So Evelyn, right? She said 2 things. Right. One being we showed up by the time we showed up, you had already defeated them, and 2, we won't break our truce. She is slightly lying about both of them. They showed up probably at the 75% mark of the battle. So they could have helped if they wanted to, but you guys were winning. So it's a sort of a lie, but you could tell that they showed up a little bit earlier than they're saying. And then the truce, she's obviously won't break the truce until until she gets what she wants, right?
Yeah.
So if she gets what she wants way earlier than you guys do, then truce is off. But as long as you guys can stagger when you guys both get what you want, she'll help you.
You just have to betray her first.
I think if Evelyn realizes that, and I honestly, I feel like Evelyn's looking for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
He wants that to be the truth.
Yeah.
So I think she's like, she's not, I mean, she's not in her mech, right?
No, her mech is like off to the side, destroyed.
I think.
I mean, it technically has 1 HP left.
No,
yeah,
I think it's broken.
It still has 1 HP left.
No, I already established it should have taken more damage before that point because it takes ridiculously long time to heal. So it is destroyed. It is now disabled. You cannot use it.
Okay.
It literally takes like thousands of credits and like days of time to repair it, and you did not have the capability of doing that with the first damage you had taken. So it would have been it would have been destroyed before that point, even. So I was gracious to you already. We talked about that last time, so
that changes what I was going to do, but
just know you can talk in our brains.
It's true.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she probably says she's lying. Let's turn on them at once in the brain.
I mean, we know they're lying, basically.
Like turn on them all together. I mean, not immediately, but I mean also kind of immediately.
Well, yeah. Why don't we just see how it goes, and then
how many are there, Caleb?
Let's just see how the trap goes.
I'd say there's like 6 or 7 Order of the Dust people, Dr. Stathy, Chloe, and like a couple, like 2 to 3 other like academic types.
How many of them are telepaths? Or not telepaths.
Psychics. You would have to like have a thing to like, you could use telepathy, I guess, to try to figure that out. But you're not a meta scion, so it's not as easy for you. Yeah, you could successfully try to read everyone's mind, but if you failed, they're gonna know that you were doing it.
Could I try to read the nanobots' mind?
Ezra?
No.
Darn. Okay, never mind then.
Nice try. It's functionally amounts to the same thing.
Just try to steal their psychic powers, and if it doesn't work, they're not psychic.
Yeah, I could just rip them out. That would be a good first round of combat.
It's like the witch trials, if they sink then and drown, then they were innocent.
I could rip all their nanobots out right away. I could try doing that, but your dad said I should be careful with how I use my powers.
That's also like a super awful, horrible thing to do to somebody. So you shouldn't do that.
I can heal them afterwards. They just won't have powers.
Yeah, they'll just be mentally scarred for the rest of their life.
I mean,
it's awful.
It's better than dead.
Maybe. I don't know. The last time you did that, they were pretty dead.
Yeah, but I chose not to heal them.
Oh, well, I don't really. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, let's just see how many get shot in the fight, and then maybe it won't matter.
Okay, I'm fine with waiting.
Cool. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, Evelyn, it looks like your suggestion of attacking them right now has been...
Oh, you were literally saying we should just shoot them now?
Seemed like it to me. Right, Connor? Yeah, he's nodding.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like during the fight or something. I don't... There isn't really a lot of reason to have a pitched battle when we're about to have somebody shoot at them for us, I don't think. But I don't know. And you already intuited that at least they're not planning to shoot us
right now.
As
soon as your back is turned or whatever, yeah.
As long as we betray them first, then it'll,
Technically, I figured that out myself, but I didn't say that to you.
No, yeah, I'm having that conversation out of character. I'm saying strategically, we should probably let them get shot and then betray them before they get what they want. Because we know they're not going to betray us until to get to...
Right, but I didn't tell you that they're not planning on betraying us now. I'm the only person that succeeded at the notice roll.
Right. I'm not saying that as Ode. I'm saying that as me.
Oh, you're saying that as you, not as Ode. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, and I don't think Ellen. I don't think Evelyn cares though. I mean, Evelyn in her mind, she already doesn't trust these people, and so if she knows they're gonna betray them, she's like, okay, this could end up like it ended up with Till, if they have an actual good plan up their sleeve. So like, why wait?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, you can shoot.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
We get to go first, so
we get to go first and get an extra round. Unity of thought is the most broken thing in this game.
It is.
Which is why you get it at level 9.
We get 5 minutes of tabletop discussion per round.
Yes, this is actually happening in your mind right now, and it's fine.
All in the course of 6 seconds, or however long the turn is.
Except it's not because Ode didn't have any of the information.
Dr. Stathy is still nodding slowly to you as she walks by.
I think that she turns and opens fire. I don't think there's any reason for her to.
Can we see?
Wait.
Can you give us a little bit of internal dialogue with Evelyn, like what she's thinking before she makes this snap decision? Right, so we see them walking past, okay, we're gonna work together.
Do you give us any kind of heads up that you're gonna do that?
And it's not even.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
I mean, in the mindscape, she already just said they're gonna betray us. We should turn on them now.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Or she said something to that. Again, I forget exactly how I phrased it before, but that's what she says, right? She's like, no, this is not good.
We're all conveniently standing very near each other, right? Because we're in conversational.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Excellent.
Hey, David, you get 2 rounds of combat before they get to start.
That's pretty much all I need, I think. We'll see.
So one person within the link gets 2 actions per turn.
Oh, just one person does?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're just.
And I assume that would be you because you have that.
I'm your favorite. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and drag you guys to this map, and you can place yourselves where you would like to be.
I'm gonna stand directly behind my meat. Oh, I'm already there.
That's it.
Behind my meat shield.
Wow. I don't know whether to be insulted or be insulted for Carly, but either way,
2 meat shields.
Yeah. There you go. Is there actually a base here?
So yeah, I think I described last time that basically there was there was a, what's it called?
There were stairs or something, right?
Yeah, so right up here, there's stairs that start going up, but there was an old village here or something that got destroyed, and then there was Imperium tents and things. They had spent a bunch of time digging into that vault that was here and tearing everything out and stuff. So this is just the leftover of their camp that was here, basically.
Nope.
So getting her on here, and then I will. Let's see, we got Vigo. I need to get him proper token like it's supposed to be. Yeah, so this would be the point where we roll initiative, but y'all just go first, so not much point in that. Robin is here.
Oh, goody.
So, protect him.
For narrative reasons, am I still just shooting first, or does David shoot first?
Well, we all go first, so you can.
Yeah.
You can go first if you want to. Yeah.
I knew that but I guess in my head, since it was still his thing, that he just gets to go first. But okay, so and
this is in feet, by the way.
I don't see any of the other enemies yet. I just see the one.
Yes, I know.
She's all alone now. They all left. So.
Nice
Sweet.
try. I'm just getting this set up like it should be.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just wanted to. I was just confounded. I thought maybe I couldn't. I just didn't. I thought, yeah.
Yep. No problem.
Yeah. Since this is kind of a boss, I might just do cursed luck instead of attacking.
What's that?
Negative probabilities are woven tightly around a visible animate target. Triggering this technique requires a main action and committing effort for the scene. The target must roll any attack rolls, damage rolls, skill checks, and saving throws twice. Take the worst result each time. Any attempts to hit the target or damage dice rolled against it may be rolled twice and the better result taken. Intelligent targets can make a mental saving throw at the end of each round to throw off the effect. This save is not penalized by the power.
Well, so for do any of these dust people look like they're better than the others? Is there like this guy wears no helmet, but his armor suit is twice as big, right? Like
yeah. The thing is, they kind of all look like that.
Great. Okay.
They kind of all look like they're good.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I will do that telepath roll now since we have 5 minutes.
Well, yeah. So my thought is that we may want to save something like that for because if they're all the same, then it might be kind of a waste to do it on one.
Because she's pretty low level because
she's not a fighter anyways. So but she
probably has telepaths with her.
Right, but I mean, I think the best thing they can have is
psychics.
Gosh, right.
We know what you mean.
But yeah. So, and also, if all she's saying is they're going to betray us, so we should fight them now, and then she doesn't shoot them, I don't know if we'll immediately follow up necessarily because, I know Ode would be like, yeah, he would assume that was a conversational point. But if you pointed a gun and shot, then he'd be like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter now.
Well, but so then the question becomes.
I mean, if she used it, we'd all know because we're linked brains.
I know that you guys would all know.
Oh, okay.
But would they know? Could I use cursed luck and then roll to attack? Could I make some sort of stealth roll, maybe, Caleb?
Well, what does cursed luck say?
Well, yeah, you want to read that off?
I mean, you just did it, but
the way that it's phrased in terms of using it, triggering this technique requires a main action and committing effort for the scene. That's all it says.
It doesn't say it requires a save or.
No. Well, the target can make a save roll after each round to throw off the effects, but otherwise it just happens.
All right. I mean, I assume that to make a save. Well, no, I guess you don't have to know you're making a save because otherwise you couldn't make a save to not know that they're being telepathically read. So that doesn't really help. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to mean that they always know or not. I
mean, Caleb, it's up to you. Just if you want me to make a roll for it, that's fine. Otherwise,
sorry, I was still getting I wasn't listening. I apologize.
The text doesn't really make it clear whether or not they'd be aware that it happened. It requires, or they can save at the end of their turn, but also you can save for the telepathic thing, and if they succeed, they don't know. So saves don't imply automatically.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if.
I think it'll probably depend on their knowledge with psychic stuff. Right. Yeah. So if they're familiar with the touch of that sort of thing.
Yeah. Make them roll a notice is what I'd say. Whoever casts it on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Cool.
What would the ob be?
Or
do you want me to just make a luck save?
Yeah, let's just do that. That's easier.
Okay. All right, cool.
There you go.
Okay.
Good thing we're almost level 10.
Well, I suppose maybe I won't. Who should I target? Should I?
Well, that was kind of my thing. I don't know that there's a good option here.
Yeah, Connor.
What are these?
So there are scientists or whatever that are with her.
But also probably super high level psychics. But psychics have no HP usually, so hopefully we'll be fine.
I don't know. I have.
Can I make a no roll?
Yeah, but you're level 9.
No. Oh. Can I sense psychically, or maybe make a psychic roll to sense psychically?
If you had telepathy, yes, or metapsionics, but no. Not with just.
Actually, I'm just gonna ask you.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna commit effort for.
Oh, great.
The day.
If I attack them, will they shoot psychic fireballs at me?
Which one is going to kill me if I attack at the hardest?
Yeah, what will have like what are the what weapons will be used for each person when I attack?
Sure. Okay. And you just need to commit effort and that's it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So
that's concerning.
You see so that's just Stathy. I just need I wanted the one named character who's a scientist that's there. So the Order of the Dust people are going to shoot you with like big guns and things. That's pretty a given. The scientists are just going to like make a break for it to get out of the line of sight or the line of fire. Chloe is going to use psychic powers on you. Apparently she has figured out how to give herself psychic abilities.
I was gonna say, I feel like with how obsessive she was, she would have done that.
Yeah. Yep. And she did. So that's like the main piece of information you find out is she didn't bring a bunch of psychics with her. She just like piled a bunch of psychic abilities into her.
Which abilities does she have?
All of them.
Oh, what? Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Everyone attack her.
Well, I guess you know which one you should pick.
That has been her
we didn't wait until
that has been her project
moment for this to be revealed. And
that has been her project the entire game.
Yeah.
Caleb, I have to rip her nanites out now.
You
made it too tempting for Fergus.
Okay, yeah, I use curse luck on her, and then I'm going to shoot.
And what does that do again? Like she gets bad rolls on things.
It both ways. She gets bad rolls on things. We get good rolls on attacking her.
Got it.
Every time she moves, a
this
banana
counts for
appears
attack
out of
rolls,
nowhere.
damage rolls, skill checks, saving throws.
Wow.
She takes the worst result. Rolls twice, takes the worst result every time. And
for how long?
Until she makes a successful mental saving throw at the end of each round.
Every round, okay.
She can make one mental saving throw, and that save is not penalized by the power. So she makes a normal save.
Not to be that person, but didn't you just commit effort for the day?
He has multiple effort.
Yeah, and I have multiple.
For some reason, committing effort for the day sounded like you didn't have any left.
Oh yeah, no, it just means you don't get that point back.
Yeah, he can commit multiple effort for the day, but once he's committed all of his points for the day, they go away. Or he can.
Cursed luck is only for the scene.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's
so I can use this as many times as I want.
Bogus is what that is. You just doesn't that mean you could curse luck like a bunch of people, like up to your number of whatever that's called?
Your effort.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it takes a main action, so you'd have to do it in return, but
no, it doesn't say you can't do it to multiple targets, or you can only do it to this many targets.
So I can just keep doing it
as I want. Yeah.
Until you don't have effort anymore. Yeah. All right, cool.
I'll probably keep doing it on Chloe until she's dead.
Yeah, it seems like a plan.
Because my guess is she'll probably have a pretty high mental save considering what she's achieved.
Right. She also
her mental save is 12.
Yeah, she already rolled it once, but she's also a meta scion, so that has things they like to not be.
She needs to be a level 4 meta scion though for like the thing.
Well, yeah, like I'm not, and she would have had to pick that specific psychic ability to like not be affected by it, but yeah, still.
Yeah, she has level 4 meta scion and every other single ability. We're basically just dead anyway.
That assumes
she doesn't have level 4.
Okay.
I mean, since I'm the one initiating this combat, can I say that I'm just like right here? Is that fine?
You probably don't want to be there. You're in melee range of a lady.
Oh, they're going to run. These scientists are going to run.
Yeah, Evelyn knows this psychically.
Oh, right. I don't know that helps you penalty wise. I don't know. I guess do they count as engaged even if they're not actually fighting you?
If they're threatening you, yeah, you can't use.
Actually, here's what I want to do. I want to be on this side, and at the beginning of my turn, I can move how many squares? Like 3 or 4? I'm gonna just take cover right here.
You can move 10 meters, but this is in feet, so 30 meters for 30 feet, right? That's
math.
Yeah, 30 feet. It's 3 feet.
We're more American. Right? We don't use meters here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be up here for my first shot then.
Except in track and field.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll then
or
Chloe,
bullets.
And I'm gonna roll twice.
Yeah.
What?
Bullets, the most American thing of all.
Oh yeah, that's true. Use millimeter for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, can I roll?
Yes. So you're shooting it?
Actually, confusingly, we use both. But anyways.
So I'm rolling my mag rifle, and now I'm rolling it again.
Hey, you hit some
And
pop.
I'm going to take that last one, and I can roll
Good
twice
shooting.
for damage and attack rolls. So every time I'm going to roll twice, pick the best of the 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can pick
For
your damage from
attack
the
and
first one if you
damage.
want. Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense to me.
Well, isn't that peachy?
Cool. So you hit with a 25 and do 20 damage.
Nice.
Congrats.
Is she?
I guess we're doing the thing now. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to do this boss battle first, y'all.
Yeah.
This is the one that's more scary because Sigmund doesn't sound very scary. I mean, he kind of sounds lame.
Yeah, we're not there yet. I mean,
He's
I
kind
thought
of like
she.
he's kind of like the boss at the end of the well, man, that's a spoiler. I won't say that.
Well, she had a 12 mental save, so up until a second ago, I thought she was going to be lame, and she has every psychic power. So, all right, here we go.
Do you
That's
share
why
with
we're
the
killing
group
her
that she
now.
has every power?
Oh yes,
I mean,
definitely.
Okay.
I honestly don't. I mean, did she use every power on you in the 2-second thing that you were? How did you know she had every power?
I can look in a year in advance. So if this fight lasts anywhere from more than 50 seconds, then yeah, I'll be able to see that she.
But if she dies in the first half second, you wouldn't have seen any of her powers at all.
Right,
That is
so I
true,
attack a soldier and then wait to see what happens.
Right.
Okay.
So the thing is, Evelyn can choose to do something different in the future version of what she did
Okay,
and tease out information that way, right? And then act differently, which has now changed the actual future, right?
I mean, the devil's advocate in me wants to say the answer is Odin, Dylan, kill them all in every one of them, but we'll see. I guess it doesn't. It's up to Caleb. So, all right, here we go. Who's next?
Whoever wants to be.
That's a good
You guys
shot,
all get to go
though.
first.
If no one says anything, I'll go.
Yeah, that's
her-
stab her.
Have her roll 2 mental saves, Caleb.
Okay.
I swear. I'm going to be so sad.
Oh my god!
I hate this game, dude.
Stevie, you succeeded both.
All right.
Well, that was a good turn. Good job.
I still do damage. I just do half damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, she's a psychic. I mean, you do half damage twice. She might just die. Oh wait, no, don't you get to her? She has disadvantage, right? Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what the
Okay.
disadvantage. But I guess I get to roll this damage twice.
Right, I guess.
All right.
Oh, this power's nuts. Why haven't you used this? Have you used this before? I don't remember this being.
Not yet. I haven't had the occasion for it.
Or no, I meant this bad luck thing. It seems cracked.
Oh,
Holy cow!
so I
No,
do
I
this
have
at
not. This is the
37.
first time I've ever used it.
It's super good. And what is this? What did you just?
This is telepathic assault.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's right. Yeah, just you can't kill people with it, right? But it just does tons of damage.
Yeah.
So you kill her.
But technically, he can't. I'm not even
I mean,
sure if he can
she's
knock her out with it.
Yeah, no, she's unconscious.
Yeah. Does it
Hero
actually
points,
let
which
you
they're yep.
knock them unconscious?
But you can knock them unconscious. For
I
an hour
try,
for-
guys. I try to do everything I possibly can.
You're fine.
And she can't. The thing is, she can't even use any of her psychic abilities to save herself in this moment.
No, yeah.
None of them
That is so
make any
funny.
sense here. I don't understand this
That's
game.
We've done this so many times to you.
I
Caleb,
know.
and now I actually feel bad.
When I suggested that we should restart in our levels, this was. I mean, I still have fun. So if that's all you're worried about, I enjoy these. Anyways,
No,
even though-
I just kind of wish we would have been playing in Uncharted Worlds or Fate
where we
or
would die
something
instantly.
where you can it's way more narrative when
right,
things
yeah.
get damaged and things, right?
right.
Fate battles always feel much more villain heavy, right? The
Yeah.
villains get a chance to do things in Fate
Right.
battles. So
Yeah. Wait, we should do the next season of Bonds.
yeah.
All right. I have no idea how we'd convert characters. Am I going next or still?
I mean, unless you guys, this is the thing.
Caleb's like, I give up.
Yeah, right. She was supposed to be this amazing psychic
Yeah.
person,
I'm so
and you take her
sorry.
out immediately. I think the Order of the Dust is not gonna get killed.
Ugh.
I mean, I guess they're not
No.
getting paid anymore. So there's
I'm
that.
trying
I
to
actually
decide.
feel bad.
I'm trying to decide because
How mercenary they are. Yeah.
well, because this is the thing we know about the Order of the Dust, right? If they
They never
fail their
give up,
mission,
right?
the Order of the Dust kills them, so that they have continue to have a perfect untarnished record.
Yeah, we have no operatives who failed the mission.
So,
that's how they say it. You can say
unfortunately-
you can prove anything with statistics.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So I think they are kind of honor bound to attack anyway, right? Because if they kill you guys, at least they didn't fail their mission in one way.
Well, on the upside, if I go, none of them will die because my gun's non-lethal. So I'll go next because if Dylan goes, she'll have to kill people. So
yeah, go for it.
So I'm right? 1 meter is 3 feet. I can go here, right?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, you're fine.
Let me just change the grid.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. 2 meters to a square.
Well, here's hoping I kill them all. All right, gonna get shot. All right. We were like, these are soldiers, and we're in very unfortunate range from one another for grenades. So I'm gonna go over here. That's the wrong button. Let me go over here. And then I will target, I don't know, that square. That should be all of yeah. Which, poor scientists. I mean, technically, I think I said I can pick targets, but whatever. It is not going to kill them. So none of them are going to have a psychic implosion, right? My stun.
Yeah, you're good.
That's a little gun shy now from last time. All right, here we go. Burst fire, modifiers, nothing. Yeah.
Well, the scientists are all certainly down.
Yeah, let's go.
And you said I get 2 turns, Fergus? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. So let's do it again. Hold on. That cost me lots of bullets, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, luckily for me, I still had all of the Order of the Dust People's HP locked together in one, so I can just automatically minus 25 to all of them.
From everybody. That's nice. And then it was 2 for burst fire, I think. I don't think it really matters that much. All right. Here's the next one. Yeah, 30 damage. Wow, I think that was max. No,
they're all gone in less than a turn.
Let's go.
Okay, well, that went a lot better than I expected it would.
I feel like we're like too powerful.
Sometimes I'm scared. We scare ourselves. Well, do they have cool loot?
I mean, sure, but like I feel like you all have higher level stuff than that.
How much money do they have?
Hey,
given that people don't really carry around cash in this setting,
steal all of their credit cards.
Yeah, exactly. Fergus can tell you that after he's hacked into their accounts.
Okay, well, I steal all of their credit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 credit cards.
Attaboy. Hey, Mr. Robbins, sir. Do you think it would be a bad idea if I ripped her nanites out and, fused with them and got all of the psychic powers?
Yeah, so he is staring, right? He was at first kind of shocked by what happened, but something has caught his eye and he's staring at Chloe. And when you look at Chloe, she's kind of twitching and kind of like starting to spasm.
Well, hey, last time we knocked out a psychic, there was an evil tornado that almost killed me, so we should probably leave.
Also, Caleb, there might be a thing in Biocyan that she can heal herself with, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's true. She probably does have Biocyan. But I think either way, I'm more interested in this outcome. I think you just so spoiler here. Chloe was coming to Sigmund because even though she gave herself a bunch of psychic powers, she was accelerating her own downfall into psychic badness.
Great.
Of course.
And Robin, I think, is just seeing this, and he just says, "Run."
How many credit cards do I have at this point?
I don't know, 6.
6. Okay, thanks.
And then she goes off with like a nuclear bomb.
Oh boy, okay.
Well,
and when I say
we're dead,
and when I say go off like a nuclear bomb, I pretty much mean it. Fergus is pretty much the only chance for this not to kill you all immediately.
I use my warrior.
Or Evelyn. I mean, Evelyn has things too, right? Like,
so
psychic,
guys,
yeah.
I can just revert time before we did this.
That's true. You could.
It didn't take a whole round, so that's true.
But do we want to? Because we're just gonna have to do this
don't know.
later.
No, here's
And
what we
we'd
do.
also have
Evelyn,
a ticking
listen,
time bomb with
Evelyn
us.
can always go back in time if she needs to, like as long as it's
Mhm.
like a round of combat or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
But so Fergus at the very least could like try to do some psychic shenaniganry or something, or Ode or whoever, right, to try to
Yeah.
stop this first, and
Well-
then Evelyn can do that as a backup.
What we should do is just wait for her to go into the enemy base and then shoot her from a far long distance away. So then she'll just kill everybody, which isn't the plan that Odell suggests, but I think it's a good idea.
That's definitely a plan for us.
It's true.
There you go.
Who is blowing up? I missed something.
The lady,
Chloe.
the psychic lady.
So
Okay.
when
That's what I thought I was-
when Chloe gave herself a bunch of psychic powers, she accelerated her descent into psychic madness, like all the people I've been dealing with.
Makes sense.
The level of stuff that she gave herself is enough to like cause a catastrophic chain reaction that basically psychic nuclear bomb is basically what's happening here.
Lovely.
So yeah,
So like
Fergus,
the
now's a good time
opposite
to
of
steal.
the opposite of this like psychic black hole that we saw earlier.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Yep.
Now's a good time to steal her nanites before they explode.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, there's two realms of thought. I could either just go basic, try and make like a teleconnect shield to, whatever, or I could just rip the nanites from her into my own body.
Well, Evelyn won't be helped at all by teleconnect shield because any teleconnect shield that includes her also include the bomb.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we
You're
should,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Fergus is just gonna do that.
Just try to steal her nanites.
Yeah, I kind of have to at this point.
Yeah.
So you guys have
Yeah.
time to talk about this right. This
Oh,
this is the ally of law watching the explosion blossom while you're sitting in your time bubble. Right.
I'll just send us all back in time until the bomb has gone off, and then.
Oh well.
Just kidding. That's not how that works.
I think we have two options. Okay, let's real quick. Unless anyone else has an idea.
Robin is just like staring, and he says in the psychic link, he just says, "She's going to kill us all."
Yeah. Yep. Okay. We don't have time for pessimism. We need ideas, Robin. So I could either make a shield over all of us except Evelyn, and Evelyn will die, or I could try to rip the nanites out of her and absorb them and make them not explode in my body.
So
I
he
am open to other ideas.
He looks at you. He looks at you, and we're definitely like in kind of like a psychic brain space where everybody's just kind of like, well, we're seeing a vision of this, so you guys can kind of interact with each other besides just the mind or just thinking. And he turns to you and he just says, Fergus, before when you suggested tearing when you talked about tearing nanites out of individuals, I was horrified. The sort of power grab that is horrific, but something is different about the way you suggested it just now. Because
Well, yeah, I was being sarcastic and joking because obviously it was a bad idea, but this time, I guess this time now, yeah, I'm doing it so we don't die.
It's still a bad idea, but probably the only one.
He says, Fergus, you have to understand, if you do this, you're going to be the bomb. Not necessarily going off, but the timer will start.
But you can just get rid of them later, right? You're like a
I don't-
nanite bender.
I don't know. Fergus, I can't guarantee anything. If you take these, you might inevitably die, and there might not be anything anyone can do about it. You have to make the decision. You have to make the decision right now whether or not you are willing to die permanently. No second chances. But it's either that or Evelyn does. Evelyn, you're still in the mind bubble. What do you?
I don't know if she says anything. I think she's just waiting to see what's going to happen with.
I feel like we get
what.
Sorry, I feel like I was gonna say I feel like we get this moment where Evelyn's just like looking at Fergus, and we get like a kind of like eerie flashback to Evelyn looking back at Fergus, spasming on the ground, and then running, right?
Leaving him for dead, yeah.
And now it's Evelyn just waiting to be like, I'm gonna get what I deserve, right? Like this is where
you're gonna leave. Yeah.
Are you gonna leave me like I left you? It's only fair.
Well, Robin, I was already the bomb to begin with, and then I pull the nanites out.
Love it.
Nice.
Okay, so go ahead and make a telepathy roll. And we'll see how well it goes.
Is this one of the things Evelyn can alternate outcome?
Probably, yeah. I think so.
I can alternate outcome for you, right?
Okay.
So like I can help you.
Yeah,
gotcha.
With your chances,
And then you can still rewind time if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know if anybody really knows I can do that. I mean, it's fine if you do, but like
11
it's not actually rewinding time. You're just understanding that this is going to go badly, and then
Fergus, you can have Evelyn do alternate outcome on you. It will be way better for you if you do, but this still technically does work. So the kind of difference will be if you stick with the 11, you'll immediately feel it, right? You'll have to probably consistently throughout the rest of the campaign actively suppress the bomb that's about to go off in you. As opposed to if you get a higher roll, you might be able to hold it off for it might be a more distant trouble.
What do you guys
Side note, if he gives you all the powers that she had because you have her nanites, then you'll be able to teleport. And we can teleport to the spaceship, which has a Hephaestus engine. And maybe we can use that and our super machine to like safely purge you. Although then we won't be able to teleport back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just take another shuttle.
That went so great the first time.
And we won't have a pilot this time.
Koto comes back with the shuttle. Where the heck are they?
Right. Technically, I'm as good of a pilot as Koto is.
Well, I could just teleport myself and then just jump to planet. Essentially.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you guys think I should, because this wasn't a good one.
No.
Well, I mean, you got above average on one die and below average on another. But I mean,
but I could do better.
I mean, if you do alternate outcomes, you
worse.
have to take the new one.
I think so. Evelyn?
Say it again.
You have to take the new one on alternate outcomes.
I believe so. Let me check.
That seems right to me.
It does.
So I have a 50-50 chance of getting better. I like those odds.
Do you? Because you have a way better chance of succeeding.
Do you know Jared, David? Of course he likes those odds.
No, taking the better of two rolls.
All I'm saying is, okay. Well, never mind. Go for it.
Have we been doing that wrong the whole time?
I don't know. I don't know that it's mattered too many times. I think usually when we use it, it's because it was like an awful roll. So.
Yeah. Do I get a +1 modifier since Connor told me what I did wrong?
No.
I'd probably be.
Wait, say it again.
Or since Evelyn told me what I did wrong?
That's why you're getting the roll.
I'd probably be part of the power if that was
something. Exactly.
No whammies.
Nice try,
no whammies. 13.
Hey.
13 is much better. So still a ticking time bomb, but it's not as pressing.
What do I need to have to flame master it?
The avatar state.
I don't think you can do it again.
Connor, give me more.
Jared, you just need to let go of all your earthly attachments, and then you'll detach from the earth, and you'll be able to control them. Like
if I had done that, I would have let Evelyn die.
That's a good point. But this campaign's version of getting rid of your detachments is actually like being a decent person, right? Because that's what the Hephaestus engine wanted. So
exactly.
I feel like you've actually done it, and now you're the avatar, right? That's how that works. Master of all psychic elements.
Okay.
Precog.
Hey, yeah, you have precog powers now. You could just alternate outcomes yourself.
Now that I have precog powers,
so keep in mind, think what happens, right? We see Fergus like bleed the nanites into himself, and suddenly like she stops twitching and just like goes limp. And she is dead for all intents and purposes, unless you want to heal her.
Oh, I'm gonna heal her.
That's how that works. Yeah, okay. And you feel Fergus basically, and I'll just tell you this as the player. If you use your new abilities, if you use the other psychic disciplines, you will accelerate the process.
Okay.
So
do you have a psychic bomb clock?
I probably should make one. Yeah. Let's see. Right now, we'll say it's at midnight. And once it gets to midnight again, it'll go off, right?
Well, that was terrifying, but good job. You feel okay? Like, look at your eye like a good eye doctor. Like, you okay?
I feel like when you go to like Space Qdoba and then you ask for like triple the amount of meat.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
I don't feel very good.
Oh,
I don't feel too good, sir.
oh gosh.
Fergus starts disintegrating.
Also, by the way, like all of these people are going to wake up in like an hour, and I don't know how long this is going to take us. So what? Maybe we should do because like we don't really want them coming back after us.
Yeah. I mean, we could
so Ode, when you say that, you hear some crushing in the distance, and you hear like speeder bikes and a tank from the Imperium coming your way. So the Imperium will probably just like capture these guys or whatever. Okay. So you just want to leave them. You could just run.
Wait, how many? These are like super boss mercenaries. They have like mines or explosives or anything?
Sure, they have some
or
grenades.
Like C4. Okay.
I think they have more like any personal stuff. Yeah, not like proper demolitions equipment.
Okay. Do grenades count as heavy weapons? Do you know?
I don't.
That's really bright.
I do not know.
No, I think I'm pretty sure that's what the point of the shape charge is. Wait, did I?
Yeah, grenade's just a regular ranged weapon.
Okay. It'd be nice if I should have bought a shape charge. So we should just cover this area in bombs.
I'll tell you what, Ode, you can make a luck save.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Got a 1. Yeah, so they don't have any shape charge.
Right. Okay, well, we should probably leave.
Yeah, so you hear the Imperium coming at this point, so.
Yeah.
Do you just want to heal Chloe as you run past Fergus and just like take off?
Oh yeah, we're bringing her with.
You bring Chloe with?
Yeah, why wouldn't we? She knows stuff.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I guess Fergus lifts her up telekinetically and you guys just start booking it.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys start running up the stairs. And I think...
Wait, so were the tanks coming from behind us?
Yeah. Well, from the side, I think. So like you guys probably came from the south here, and they're coming from the west. So.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, so I think they're definitely gonna kind of like get down to this camp and start looking around and seeing the dust people and then noticing you while you're still on the stairs. But I'm pretty confident in your guys' ability to like not be bothered by them. Like they're obviously going to shoot like an artillery blast your way with the tank, right? Yeah, I guess do you guys have a way to
hit behind us?
Do you guys have a way to mitigate that actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Because before you get the Mac. Yes, Jerry. Are you looking at all the abilities?
Caleb, I've broken the game. I'm sorry. I'm
so
gonna save it for,
keep in mind.
I'm gonna save it for later.
Keep in mind, I did specify that she does not have 4 in all of the abilities.
Oh, it's a level 1 ability.
What?
Yep. Don't look.
Okay. All right.
This is gonna be a surprise for you too.
Okay.
Does she have at least level 1 in everything?
Yeah.
I assume so.
She has all the abilities, so.
Okay.
Well, hey, if we can teleport, can you just like bamf us up there?
Again, if he wants to push the clock forward, certainly.
All right, that's fair. I don't know that we have any like stuff to stop bombs with.
So I'm sorry, but what's going on?
They're gonna shell us, I guess, and I don't think we have any like.
I mean, I could just make a telepathic shield.
Yeah,
telekinetic, but yeah,
that's kind of your telekinetic armory, though. If it was like a normal thing you could do, I feel like that would.
Yeah, can you make a shield around multiple people though? Is the issue?
I mean, no,
that's
that would
not
be
a
me
real
rolling. It's not a real thing.
Yeah.
That would just be me
It'd be up to you.
rolling telekinesis. to see
Yeah,
if
so I
can-
think we're just gonna make a die roll here, and one of you is gonna be fired on by an artillery blast as you
Alright.
rise up.
Ooh.
So and there'll probably be a couple of these because it's like a kind of a long staircase, and you're kind of like sitting ducks while you're having to climb up it. And obviously you can move faster and stuff with Fergus and stuff, but like there's at least one shot that's gonna be on someone before you're gonna get up. So let's say Evelyn is 1, Ode is 2, Fergus is 3, Dylan is 4, Ziva is 5, Vigo is 6, and Robin is 7.
Can I fly myself so I don't get hit? Is that an option?
Yeah, you could leave everybody behind, I suppose.
That's fine.
What's the range on the tanks?
I'd assume pretty far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever the vortex cannon is. I think it's up here somewhere. Let me find it. Vortex cannon. Where is it?
I think I have it on my sheet if you want to look at it. I don't know if it has all the stats. Let me see. Range 1,000/2,000.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
So Fergus, you're just flying ahead of everybody once you see this?
Well, not like ahead, but like above.
Okay, well, you're still a valid target then.
Okay. In front of. Artillery is not meant to like hit something in air. It's meant to
It's not
explode.
actually artillery. It's a
Well,
vortex cannon.
It's a vortex
I'll,
cannon.
I'll
yeah.
go in front of them.
So yeah, if Fergus gets out of the way and like goes up first, then he's out of the range. So we'll just do a d6. And so that means Evelyn is 1, Ode is 2, Dylan is 3, Ziva is 4, Vigo is 5, and Robin is 6. Oh no!
I can't see the roll.
It's a 6.
I should have guessed.
Oh no! This is like the one person who like just
Yep.
insta dies.
Fergus goes back and heals him.
Can you heal people? Can you heal? Can you heal people from like heavy weapons obliteration?
I believe so.
So Fergus, you did just say that you flew ahead of everyone, which is a significant distance. Like,
well, yeah, the whole point of that was so I wouldn't be the one getting one shot and so I could heal people.
right? But how long does it take? Isn't there
I'm
a
looking it up
time
right
limit?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
he
a
moves
couple
the
of
same
rounds.
speed technically, so he wouldn't be able to get that far out of.
Oh, if that's the case, then he's still a valid target.
Oh, okay. Do you just want to?
In which case, 6 is different. Is a different person. So, well, yeah, we'll just roll it again. Because.
Gotcha.
So 4 is Dylan. Oh no.
That's fine.
That's
Dylan's a.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
You're being shot by a tank, but you're a warrior, so you can just be like, "No thanks," and then it'll be
lovely.
fine.
That's actually true, Dylan. You can just decide right
Yeah.
now this shot misses me.
It's true.
But you should probably wait until the shot actually misses you, because if it misses you on its own, then you don't.
That's
need
true.
to.
That's true.
Or hits you. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah.
Let me find. Oh, I know why I couldn't find this, because I was rolling it manually. So it's 5d12 and okay, plus 6. Yeah, I'll increase it a little bit. Okay, so they miss.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't matter.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So I mean,
That was a
it's a
pointless sequence. of
it's a
events.
long staircase. They're gonna shoot again. 6 is Evelyn, Ode, Fergus, Dylan, Ziva, Vigo.
Oh no.
So Vigo,
Who's Robin? Is Robin 7?
Robin is 7 now. Yeah,
Okay. Bye, Vigo.
Vigo is an adventurer. He's partial expert, partial warrior, I think, right, Connor? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
You only
But-
get that ability for full warrior.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So this might be bad. So we'll see.
Probably. I'm guessing his armor class is probably it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, his is a very bad armor class. Honestly, they would have hit him if they had a +1 to this roll. So,
Uh-huh.
all right, we'll see if he dies. He's dead.
So Evelyn goes back in time then, right? Like,
well, I mean, if Ferguson just heal him.
Yeah, it also actually like mechanically wouldn't help very much because they're just gonna roll and hit him again.
Okay, all right. I think Evelyn probably does do her like going back in time, doesn't know what to do. Kind
Yeah,
of.
I mean, maybe you could like go back in time, like pull him out of the way and get shot. I mean, that seems like a thing she would do, even though mechanically it doesn't help any.
Mhm.
Like, but I mean, if Caleb's okay with hitting you instead, then Fergus can just heal you. But
So, what are the limitations, Fergus, on your healing stuff? It's
there aren't any.
you can do it without effort at this
Just
point,
like-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
But
heal.
just the normal heal I can, healing, a ranged heal or group heal cost a point.
Okay, so at
But-
this point, this sequence is pointless then, because even if like it's not going to take enough time that like people are going to die. They can only shoot one round one time around.
So I mean, to be fair, technically, every time Fergus heals, it doesn't cost him effort, but it costs us strain.
That's true.
Healed. So it's not like there's no point.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
So
it's
yeah,
not
I think
not a very significant cost.
Vigo, how much strain does he take then?
I don't think it's much. Isn't it like 1 to be healed?
I'm pretty
Each
sure
time?
it's 1 each time. But
I think it is.
Okay, well, yeah, it really doesn't matter then.
Let's see. Sorry, all of my abilities are spread up.
Different.
I know there's so many things we're looking up at this point.
Yeah.
2 points if they were mortally wounded.
They were. So.
Which he was, yeah.
So he takes 2 system strain. And we'll just roll again. We'll do it quickly so it doesn't take up too much time. So okay, well now Robin gets hit. And
Great.
so he takes 2 system strain as well.
Well, yeah, technically they could roll a 1, right?
That's true. Which they did not.
Yeah.
And I guess technically they could roll all 1s on this, which they do not.
Yeah. I guess
yeah.
that's true.
So he's dead. He takes 2 system
5
strain.
damage.
I don't think he has the ability to take that much system strain. He's an NPC. He has NPC
I
levels.
don't know how strain is calculated, but I mean, I have 11. I don't.
I mean, there's just no space for it on his sheet at all. Right? So I don't know how to. What happens when you reach max strain?
You just can't be healed anymore. It doesn't do anything else as far as I.
Well, I think that's what happens then, because he has like 0 strain to work with.
I mean, if that's the case, he
or
would have
even-
died when the roof killed him. Because he healed like 3 times.
I mean, if that's the case, you just can't heal NPCs at all.
Right.
Well, you can heal. You can heal
too.
them once.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
I healed him once.
What that's kind of what I mean. Is like he must have some amount of system strain, but he's like a very low level NPC, which means his system strain probably maxes out. Right. How's the system strain calculated? I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, why? Sorry. Seriously, where's the?
Equal to their constitution, actually, is what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. That explains
Which I
it.
think makes sense. Let me double check that. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay, that is something that he doesn't have stats.
Well, I mean, if he had less than 2 constitution, I'm pretty sure he dies instantly.
Yeah,
so
I guess we'll just assume 10 then.
that's
Maybe.
reasonable.
I don't know. That still seems weird. Let me type in NPC system strain. All right, I'm not saying anything immediately. I think we'll just stop bothering with it. Let's just get past this. I don't think it matters at this point. Fergus just heals people. That's kind of what he does. And people take some amount of system strain, but it's not significant enough to really bother trying to be nitpicky about. So you guys obviously get bombarded by. So I really should have just said, it just pings off you and you keep going. That in the podcast version, that's what we'll do. I'll say, so you guys go up the stairs and bombarding is happening right next to you, but you make it to the end of the staircase. And yeah, you do actually see a valley beyond. Right? So kind of like a jungle valley. And what do you do? Just head down. There's like another, you can see like ruins and stuff, right? It's not like an empty valley. It's like, there's obviously some like temple or something down there. And there's like another staircase that's leading down. I assume you continue on.
That was good.
Cool. So let me look at my notes real quick. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So we see you guys, the bombarding stops. You guys start making your way down the stairs. And I think we kind of just like skip ahead a bit, especially because of all of the tools and tricks you guys have at your disposal. Like there's very little that I could throw at you or make an obstacle that it wouldn't just be immediately solved at this point.
Then you gotta montage it for us then.
Right. No, exactly. I was just about to do that. Right.
Oh, okay.
You guys are just making your way down the stairs. It's probably at a quick pace because you know that the Imperium is probably coming up behind you, right? Like we see, we probably see this from an audience perspective, right? Squads of them are like running up the staircase trying to catch up to you. But you guys kind of, as you go down, you see more and more that this is not like some ancient Aztec sort of looking thing. It's an ancient pre-tech sort of looking thing, right? It's a temple, certainly, right? It's certainly ornate and artistic and stuff, but it's tech, right? It's someone the amount of the scale needed to build something like this requires pre-tech technology. Huge temple complex in the middle of this like crater valley thing. And as you guys are going down this like staircase, that kind of goes down, reaches a platform, turns, it goes down again. It's kind of a long winding staircase situation. You see more and more sign of, I think you actually do see a dead Imperium soldier a couple times, right? So the Imperium has been here before, and you see like scorch marks. You see a couple of spears, like broken spears and things. So maybe like some natives attacked them. You're not entirely sure, but there's like obviously stuff that's happened on this staircase. It's hard to tell how long it's been since any of this happened. Or it might have been multiple excursions that have been tried, right? You're not sure.
Are there any like natives corpses or?
Yes, obviously, yeah,
Okay.
They would be.
Are they like? Do they have skin or are they skeletal?
Yeah, they look like Polynesian. Yeah, they look like normal people.
No, are they fresh? Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant like
Yeah. All the bodies are fresh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just how fresh you're not sure, right?
Right. Okay. But this wasn't like
Within,
200
like-
years ago.
No.
within like 10 turns fresh.
No. Not within 10 turns.
Fergus, heal them all.
A zombie army is just coming up behind you. And you get down to the bottom, and we see this like large kind of overgrown boulevard that leads right up to the temple complex. That you guys are kind of looking down. And you see a couple of Imperium tanks. Or no, it probably wouldn't be Imperium tanks because they wouldn't be able to take it down the staircase, most likely. So it's probably a couple of just like Imperium heavy weapons and stuff, and like some stuff that they kind of quickly put up as a barricade. So there's like some sort of firefight here. Any of the stuff they were able to lug down into this valley with them. Apparently there was some reason why they didn't just take a shuttle down here. Maybe some sort of defense system or something you haven't come across yet. But there was some sort of other fight here. A couple of heavy weapons are pointing at the door of this temple. And yeah, there's just like a big double door. I'm imagining the end of KOTOR, right? The big temple complex on the Rakata homeworld, sort of a thing. It's kind of what it looks like. And yeah, you kind of like reach the double doors and they look very, very solid and very, very closed. But you have plenty of tricks to try to get that open. So what do you want to do?
So the gun installations are all pointed at the building, right?
Yep.
Cool. Probably ought to deal with those first, right?
I mean,
I
do what with them exactly?
Well, because if we want to get past them, we don't want to get shot in the butt, right?
So there's no Imperium there. It's just
there's no one manning the
guns.
No.
They're just gun emplacements that are just like sitting there. Yeah, and a couple of bodies turned around, right? So they like had a firefight here. They set up like some defenses. We're having a elongated fight, and then eventually something stopped it.
Well, this seems like it's probably going to go badly, but I guess I can just shoot at the door. You think? Yeah. I don't hear any objections. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Fergus is just lost in thought, going over like all of the powers that he might have.
Reading his rule book.
Yeah, he's reading his rule book.
Yeah.
David, don't put me on blast like that.
Yeah, cool. So, you just want to shoot the door, Ode?
Yeah, let's get on with the gun in place and be like, all right, well, if there's any dudes around with spears, I guess they're gonna hear it. Wait, they won't hear it. It's silent. Pew pew. I'm assuming it's not silent.
It's not a vortex cannon. It's like one grade down from that or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a railgun or something like that. So you just like blast it at the door, and it does absolutely nothing.
Knock knock. Okay.
And after you like rail at it for a while, right? Yeah, exactly. You realize that like a bunch of like bullets were actually already sitting in like the doorway that had ricocheted off this thing. So there's shells all around you, and there were already shells all around you. So someone has already tried this, and you're just like, oh, okay, well that doesn't work.
Well, maybe Will should knock for real, I guess.
Ziva turns to you, Dylan, and says, do you know what we're going to find in there, Dylan? Like, as everybody else is like looking at it and trying to figure out what to do. She's just like standing next to you and whispers this to you. She seems scared.
Like, no clue.
She's like fingering her gun in her holster. And she says, I think I might be over my head here, Dylan. I don't know why I decided to come. I'm scared.
She just says, me too, Ziva. But you're here now. So just don't let your guard down, okay?
She nods.
Remember all that I taught you.
Yeah, she nods. So yeah, what do you want to do? The door is still barred.
Can I roll notice to approach the building and not be stabbed by Ewoks?
You can certainly make a notice roll. That will determine if there are even any Ewoks.
Oh, great. Okay. Is it intelligence?
Probably wisdom.
Same exact roll I got last time. We're 2 and a 1.
Yeah. So I think Ode probably expects there to be natives that are going to jump out at him. Like that's what this roll is, and we know it's wrong, right?
Okay.
Ode failed, but he's now paranoid about the fact that
I'm
he
like
can't
dodge rolling between trees. And
right, but you still approach.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. A long extended sequence of that happens, and nothing occurs.
Doing hand signals to nobody.
Exactly, yeah. And then Ode, you step up to the door and like place a hand on it.
I'm gonna knock. Yeah.
You knock. It does not seem like hollow enough to like. It's made of like stone or metal or something, and so you hear no echo beyond. It's literally just like knocking on a brick wall, right?
I look for the doorbell.
You don't see any. You see an obvious like crack in the door where the doors would separate, but there's no obvious handle or button or weight. Like they're very heavy, so even if you like try to jam your fingers in the crack, there's no way to open it up.
Well, I give up.
I think Vigo is like looking nervously behind you all, and he's like, "It's not going to be long before the Imperium is on us." Fergus, you have anything for this?
The door?
Yeah.
Is there anything psychic going on with the door, or is it just the door?
Make a telepathy roll.
Okay.
Ode can't suggest this, but Dylan should talk to the door. Ode doesn't know how it works, so can't suggest it.
Yeah, I feel like you should try that.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and advance the clock to 1 a.m.
What?
Yeah, so
why does it advance the clock? That's
Isn't
my
that
normal.
his normal power?
It is.
Telepathy is my normal power.
So Fergus, and you only really realize this when you actually do this for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Using the non-native powers, we're going to accelerate it. They're going to do 2 slots, 2 hours forward. Using any ability though is going to press it 1 hour forward. Basically, using your psychic stuff is going to, no matter what, press this forward. You have a very limited amount of uses in which to use your psychic stuff before you have to fix this problem or blow up.
And at what point on the clock do I die?
Midnight. So it started at midnight. You have 11 more hours to go. Because you're at 1 a.m. now.
Yeah. Wait, what? That means I have 23 hours.
Right. Sorry. I guess you're at 1 p.m. That was my intention, right? Is like it's
like,
1
I got so much to learn.
It's a 12-hour cycle is what I was going for. So yeah, we'll say 1 p.m.
I was about to just start throwing hot shots off of it.
Yeah. So you have 11 hours left.
Oh, that didn't feel good.
You all right?
I think Fergus he gets like a little bloody nose, and he's like, "Oof." Yeah, I'm not gonna explode yet, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. We should let.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to the door, or one of you two use your?
Oh, I mean, you got a 16 on the telepathy roll though, Fergus. Is you still succeeded, right? So it's like a weird sensation, Fergus. You feel like there's something there that you could maybe talk to, but like it's like beyond your reach. Like the door itself somehow, but like even with a 16, it's like you just don't have the right power set or something.
Doesn't have a brain.
I want to try.
Yeah. Does Fergus like relay the information? Like what he's yeah. And yeah, Dylan, this given your ability, this may indeed be something that Dylan might be able to do. Go ahead and roll telepathy yourself.
What attribute is that with again?
Probably intelligence.
Okay.
Oh,
6.
no.
Dang.
Okay. Dylan, I think you're gonna take some damage here.
Can she? Would it? If she had a 7, would that help? Because he rolled really well. Could she get a bonus from?
Sure. You know what? That makes sense. Yeah, you can get a +1 for that and get a 7. So this is the difference between like an actual failure and a very, very partial success, right? So I think it's the idea that you've now like you touch the door and you hear a voice, right? And the voice says,
"Someone is at the door."
Someone is the door.
You hear a male voice say, "Well, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting anyone else to be able to do this." But like you've made a connection with a brain here.
She just says, "Anyone else? Who else did this?"
Well, me, obviously.
Oh. Just me not understanding.
Who are you exactly?
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm built to open to anyone. I'm built to open to anyone with this particular power set, but I don't recognize your voice.
You have a cold.
Should that matter?
I think it does.
I mean, I don't know what to say to, like.
Yeah, I mean, so the door is like talking to you, but like it's still an opening for you. So I mean, you guys are probably hearing this because you're all mind linked. What do you try, Dylan?
Sorry, Finn's distracting me. He's loopy. Just had my milk. Time for bed, Finn.
Mm-hmm. Because like you could just like say something, make an argument, and make a talk roll. Not that Dylan is good at that, but
yeah.
We can also take a look at Dylan's character sheet and see what she's actually good at.
Yeah.
Stab. Stab it.
You have exert, fix, heal, know, lead, notice, sneak. Yeah, stab it +4. Whew.
I don't think stabbing's gonna help.
Yeah, survive and talk. You have a talk at +1.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think she just says like okay, why are we here again?
So this is in theory where
this is
Sigmund
supposedly
is.
where Sigmund is?
Yep.
Okay.
It is Sigmund, for I much desire to speak with you.
Are we expecting him to be an enemy?
You're not sure. I mean, he did buy a
Probably.
map. He did buy a map that was supposed to lead out into the sector beyond, and
He's like giving it to the Imperium, right? To go conquer
no,
the
he's not
universe.
giving it to the Imperium. He
The
actually,
Imperium were coming to get it.
yeah,
Right?
he got it from the Imperium. Remember, so he hired the Order of the Dust, and the Imperium was trying to get it too.
So they don't have it yet. They're here to get it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've misunderstood.
So likely all the bodies that you found are him and his minions killing them as they try to break in and things, right?
Yes, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I think she just says, we're here to see Sigmund. We don't want the Imperium to get what he has.
Do you have a better offer then?
Jeez.
A paint job.
A sick
door.
paint job.
Yeah, you gotta cater to what it wants.
You good? You good? I'll get you to bed in a minute. I don't know. We don't really have, we have a bunch of credits to offer, but like, I don't know if that's going to be what he wants. He's literally
I can sense
like a jungle temple.
I can sense your confusion. Sigmund bought, I assume you're here to procure the map.
Are we actually like trying to get it, or are we just trying to stop the Imperium from getting it?
In theory, I think stop the Imperium from get it. That's like the main goal. The secondary goal is to figure out what's going on with the psychic stuff from Sigmund. But it's been implied heavily throughout this whole process that Sigmund is a malevolent figure.
Okay.
But he has such good philosophy.
Joke's on you. It's not Sigmund Freud the entire time. It's actually been Trevor Sigmund.
This is the part where he joins the call.
Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing?
I slide a credit card into the slot.
Your
I just,
payment
like,
has
look
been
around
accepted. You look at your bank account is all drained.
No, not one of my credit cards. One of the credit cards I took off one of the guys.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just look around at the rest of the group. Like, anyone else have a suggestion?
I don't know. What does the door want for its birthday? Let's door. I'll paint a sick album cover on your door. Does that sound?
There's no response.
Nope. All right. What does Sigmund want to do with the map? I guess I look at you because I don't think it can hear me.
Do you want to repeat the question then, Dylan?
Yeah.
It says, that really depends on whose offer is the best, or if no offer is satisfactory.
But he doesn't want the map. He just wants money. Okay. Wait, I don't think it can hear me. Ask it the thing I asked about the paint job.
Dylan just shakes her head. Or rolls her eyes at him.
Fine. I don't know. Evelyn, you got any ideas?
Oh.
Have any door friends?
Robin is kind of squinting, and he walks up to you, Dylan, and he looks and he says, "What? You're a psychic? What ability do you have?"
She just like shrugs. She's like, I thought I could just like hear things from objects, but apparently I can speak to objects. I don't know what's happening.
Fascinating.
I think she's still figuring it out. Kind of like mine. It isn't. Yeah.
There are variations on telepathy and precog, I think, but I haven't come across anything like this. But it seems like, based on what you said, the door told you, this Sigmund might also have this ability, the ability to impart messages in things, talk to objects. Maybe that's the reason that you're able to do this in the first place, is Fergus.
I'm not talking to the door. I'm talking to Sigmund in the door.
Something like that. How about you try just telling the door to open? It seemed to imply that it was bound to open the door to someone with this ability, and it's being hesitant about it, but maybe if you just tell it to open.
Gotta say the magical words. What, abracadabra, I think. Open sesame.
Open sesame.
That's just an urban wives' tale. Those were never magic words. The real magic word is alakazam.
Oh, I thought it was Shazam.
The real magic word was the friends you made along the way.
Not please or thank you. Man, there you go. All right.
Yeah, she just kind of like takes a step back from the door a little bit, and she just says, "Open."
Make a talk roll.
Can she get a help die for my offer of paint jobs?
No. The door is not influenced by paint jobs.
What about the magic words?
The magic words have no magic here.
Talk with charisma, I assume.
Your words have no power. Yeah. What do you say, Dylan?
Is it charisma if you're talking to a door?
I think it is charisma if you're talking to a door.
All right.
Hey, 10.
Hey. Yeah, that was a good roll.
So the door like pauses again and then says, "Opening the door now," and then
that
slowly
was
slides
easy.
open. It seems like begrudging, like you realized, like you figured out it's secret. Like if you told it to open, it would have to open, but it's trying to like dance around the idea. Cool. Yeah. So dark corridor is beyond, large hallway, right? So like think Khazad-dûm, sort of, not that big, but not as tall ceilings, but certainly very wide cavernous like corridor leading into, and it's very dark inside. It's definitely Mines of Moria-esque though, because a bunch of dead guys are in the entryway, right? A bunch of dead Imperium and natives. And then Vigo walks up, grabs an arrow that's sticking out of an Imperium soldier, looks up and says, "This is no mine. It is eternal."
They call it a mine.
I throw a rock in there and see if anything blows up.
Nothing blows up.
Okay. It's good enough for me. I'll go in.
Robin shrugs and then just walks after Ode. Everybody walk in?
Thanks, Magic
Yeah,
Door.
I don't see why. I don't see what else we're supposed to do.
Cool. So you walk
Good job,
in.
Dylan. Way to go.
You walk in and you start kind of like wandering around. You guys all have like TL4 equipment and stuff. So especially Fergus, he has like a bajillion things in his bag. So I assume he brings out like a glow stick or whatever it is that lights up the area. And you guys start kind of like looking around, and there's a bunch of like side chambers and things. But it all looks like pretty dusty and like abandoned and stuff at first. Who has the highest? I guess it would be notice.
I have 2.
Probably you then, Ode.
But if you're going to make me do wisdom, then it's only 1.
I think it's intelligence for this one.
Nope. Where? There. That's where it is. Okay. Intelligence. Wow. How? What? That's the same roll I got last. That's the second time I rolled the 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Or third time, I mean.
That's a 5. Ode is obviously leading the way since he threw the stone in, and Ode gets everyone hopelessly lost. Right? Like you just start. Ode just like follows his heart and just like goes into any chamber he feels like, and everyone follows because they don't really have anything better to do. And it's before you know it, you have no idea where you are.
Open doors.
I mean, am I allowed to just make a no roll to like not do this?
To know not to trust them.
Yeah.
Well, you already know that, but Evelyn, I don't think you know enough. Like there's no better option that you see, right? That's, I think, the trick to this is like none of you have a good idea of what this is, how to navigate it. And so Ode is as good as anyone.
For a blueprint of this place.
No, that would be impossible. I don't think there's a way that Evelyn can stop this unless she wants to do alternate outcome to like redo the roll.
Yeah. Oh, I suppose that's true. If I can manage to roll anything other than a 1 and a 2 on 2d6, I should get a decent roll. But
do we want to?
I mean, that's the 3rd time in a row, so I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Here, let me just give me a second. Hold on. This thing is broken.
Crap.
This website
You rolled
literally
so many 11s
it's literally possessed
in a row.
What
in the world?
What?
You rolled 4 11s in a row.
What are the odds?
I rolled 3 3s in a row, and then okay. It's dumb. All right, well, I mean, now I've used up all the luck for the rest of like this time. But if you want to use it, now. I can roll a 4, I guess. It's up to you.
What are the chances that he gets another 5?
Pretty high, apparently.
Yes, at this point.
Oh yeah. So Evelyn, are we re-rolling or?
Oh, I don't know, you guys. I have only, I think, 3. No,
well, you get your effort back for that scene, right? From the.
So I have 4 uncommitted effort. Then
is it commitment for the day when you do that?
Yeah.
No, it's rough. Well, it's up to you. We can either be lost or
you're gonna fail forward here. It's not like you're just gonna be lost and then that's the end of the session. You
but
you die of starvation,
wandering the labyrinth forever until the Minotaur gets you.
Yeah. It also can't be used on you again then today.
Oh, Well, I mean, the only other thing I roll is shoot rolls, and I'm not going to fail those. So I feel like that's not a big deal. But
That is not true, Ode. You make plenty of weird post-cog rolls.
that's a good point. Those are probably more important.
Exactly. And
All right,
they're more
we
likely to
lost.
fail.
It's no big deal. Yeah. It's definitely this way. I can hear the water running. That's what we're looking for.
I mean, can I just roll instead?
I don't think so. Like, there's just no reason
Okay.
to. I don't think. Right? Like, it's not that Ode's.
Can I just
Ode
make,
is-
can I
Ode
can
has
there
a
be-
good
can I
roll in
make a
notice.
notice roll to notice that he's leading us the wrong
No,
way?
I don't
or
think so.
a no roll to be like Moss leads to towns.
No, I think you guys just get lost. And
Okay.
I think what happens, right?
If you think it's interesting, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are very lost. And you realize this at this point, right? Like it's probably when Fergus like runs out of battery on his glow
iPad.
light whatever thing, right? And has to like recharge, like change out the battery cell or whatever. And you guys are standing in darkness for a moment, and then you like the light comes back on. And that's when Ode's just like maybe turns around and says, I have no idea where we are.
Does this hallway look familiar? I feel like we've been in this hallway before. Yep. I have no idea where we are. Yep.
And there's probably like a couple moments of like everybody kind of like looking around. It's like, wait, but didn't we? What if we just take two lefts and go back? And they're like, no, but then didn't we take a two or like a right? And everybody's trying to like figure out how to like retrace your steps.
Wait,
and
no,
then-
I got this. I'm just gonna go back into time to when people lived here, and I'll see where they go.
That is
ask
a
for
thing you
directions.
could try, I suppose. Just go back in time and ask for directions. Oh, that amused me so much.
Okay, here we go.
Are you actually trying this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't help you this time.
That's
Actually,
okay.
you know what? Maybe the people in the past can help me. I will help you.
All right.
We'll go ahead and roll
doing
telepathy
it.
first then, Fergus.
Oh,
Okay.
is this an intelligence thing? I assume.
I think so, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I think that's.
Good enough for a +1.
Yeah. Add one to that. I didn't. It's too. Jeez.
Well, it was a 7.
There you go.
That's a minor. So that's a minor.
I think this basically just means Ode's like the failsafe on your postcog kicks in and it doesn't allow you to go back in time because it would be bad for you. So,
Oh, okay.
right.
Well-
it just doesn't work.
No, it didn't work. Nobody lives here. All right.
And I think that's the moment where Vigo holds up a hand and he says, I hear something.
Give him a high five.
He looks disgusted. And he turns around and he says, those are footsteps. And that's when you guys hear it, right? You hear like multiple footsteps, not just like one guy walking around, but like.
I get into a prepared firing position for my +2.
Yeah. Does anyone else? I assume everybody kind of like gets
And
ready
I
with
shoot
their-
Jenkins. It's Jenkins, isn't it?
Turns out you did go in the past, and Jenkins was here all along, and it was all a conspiracy.
This is where he lost his body. Oh.
Wait.
All right.
Oh, okay, I'm back. They've got a cave troll. I heard you. I heard that in my kitchen. Like, crap! I gotta sprint back.
Drums in the deep. They're coming.
Fool of a toque. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's what Vigo says to you, Ode. Yeah. Fool of a took.
Beautiful.
Get yourself lost next time and rid us of your stupidity.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
I would see it. Okay.
Yeah, but I assume everybody kind of like gets ready for a fight, and
Yeah.
And turning the corner, is a figure that we become familiar with. I don't know if you guys have actually ever seen this person, but we've seen them plenty of times in like flashbacks and things. It's a dude wearing huge, probably lower level mech level power armor. Who has a giant like chainsaw blade on his back, and he looks like a space Viking, right? Cyber space Viking.
That's dope.
And
When did we see this guy?
he's surrounded by Imperium soldiers. This is the Master of War, for the Imperium.
Oh boy. Okay.
And we see him kind of Darth Vader-esque, like appear in the distance because his helmet like eyes like light up, right? Or something like that. Like and suddenly all the Imperium soldiers behind him, their eyes also light up. Because I think they had like night vision or something on all of their gear, so they weren't walking around with lights. But then suddenly they all kind of like light up menacingly. And like they're all very heavily decked out. This seems like the most elite squadron of the elites that the Imperium has to offer. You see a couple of people, they're all wearing like these night vision goggles or whatever. But you see a couple of people next to the Master of War who are likely psychics because they don't have weapons, but they like are holding their hands kind of like ready to maybe shoot telekinesis energy or something. And like you guys kind of like face off. Once one side is glowing red eyes, the other side has like a bubble of light around you.
Do we see them before they see us?
You kind of see each other at the same time, I think, because they like turn a corner.
But Fergus has night vision.
You can't see around corners with night vision. I just said they came around a corner.
Their brain singles.
Shadows better around corners.
So they also have metascience with them, so Fergus probably couldn't have sensed their presence either. So
yeah. I don't think you could just.
But I think there's a moment where like
smoke.
the Master of War
I disagree.
Like holds up an arm to get his soldiers to stop and then calls out, and this just says like you guys are all obviously ready to fight, but like it's a tense enough situation and they probably have enough firepower that you probably don't immediately fire on them. Sure. And so he says I see someone else is trying to find this elusive figure in an abandoned temple.
How did you get in here? Did the door not close?
He doesn't.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, he doesn't answer. He doesn't answer the question. And he says, "I think I know who you are. Is that Evelyn Leidner I see there?" And Evelyn, I think you have.
Say we should let him go.
When he says this, you suddenly have a chill go down your spine because you know you've heard his voice before. Maybe sometime where Vigo was like talking to him on a call, like while he was being a liaison through the whatever. But you like recognize the voice, and this voice has always kind of creeped you out. So like it's like this weird, like ephemeralness, like not nostalgia, but like bad sort of like creepy memory in your past, like trauma sort of thing that kind of like triggers back in your brain.
Well, that's good.
Hey, look, a fan.
What?
I'm assuming it's a fan of Evelyn's.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is that Evelyn Leidner?
Yeah,
he must have watched the circuit before they bombed it into non-existence.
He turns into a chibi figure and like has like a blush face on his armor. Yeah. No. He says that.
I'm so excited to meet you.
He says, I see that you
yes.
If you didn't want to join the Imperium, you didn't have to kill your runner-up.
Okay. Can I make a no roll? So you said I know who this is. But
sure.
Like,
yeah, make a no roll.
Who is it? Okay. Intelligence.
Sure.
9.
Yeah, I think it's good. You have a good enough knowledge of the Imperium system to know who this guy is. Like, at least his official title. Yeah, so Master of War. Not only is he a guy in charge of all war, and probably the person responsible for all the conquests that have happened in your lifetime, he's also apparently like the most amazing warrior in probably the entire sector.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not, though.
So you said he has a mech suit, right? Like a suit level mech.
Yep.
Because I'm reading the rules, and the rule for like when your mech hits 0 and you just like take a save and lose all of your health doesn't specify that it has to be in an actual mech, which is weird because it does specify suit class stuff elsewhere. But that doesn't really make any sense. Why would your suit going down to 0 kill you? This seems weird.
I
forget I didn't mention it because it seems odd. But I feel like,
I mean, if they have hit points of their own, then I suppose it would work
they
the same
do.
way.
But like this, there's the rule where if it goes to 0, the the pilot has to make a save, or they go to 1/4 of their
Yeah,
HP.
I mean, I think that seems accurate enough. I would
Oh.
rule it the same way. It
Okay.
doesn't seem like there's a contradiction there.
Well-
Like, obviously, it's sort of weird, but like, if it has
Yeah.
hit points, then I think the rule applies.
I think you should not let it apply because it only has 15 HP, and if that auto kills him, it'll be really dumb. So
15 HP for
well, it has
vehicle.
12 armor, which will apply to anything except heavy weapons. So, but basically, if Fergus shoots it with a heavy weapon once, it'll blow up.
Sure. Okay.
Anyways, I was just saying.
If you
'cause
guys
I
want
think it's
to,
weird, and
if you guys
I
want to
think-
put this in your favor, sure. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna argue with that. I
I
suppose.
think it'd be more fun. I don't know.
Sure, makes sense to me.
All right, cool.
What'll I blow up in one shot?
His mech that he's
armor.
in.
Oh, cool.
It's like an Iron Man suit, basically. But
They'll
I
take a
mean,
pretty
at
big
least Now
chunk.
there are repercussions for when I do it for a while.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, does it technically count as using a psychic power?
every time he uses his psychic abilities, it's going to advance by 1.
But just
Shooting
That's
his
like-
vortex cannon, yes.
okay.
He's using telekinetic armor.
Isn't he always using that though?
I think it's I don't think it's gonna. I think it's fine if he's like any of the things that he has kind of like running in the background always. That's fine.
right. Isn't that one of the things though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's fine. But as soon as he
okay.
actively uses it and like pushes himself to use it,
Oh,
that's when.
so like he'll have its
triggers.
armor, but not his.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
So every time I shoot, but not every time I activate it.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say because telekinetic armor is kind of just always active, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like a passive thing. I'm fine with that, just kind of sticking.
All right. I'm sorry. I interjected into the conversation
You're fine.
with that question.
Yeah, I mean, he basically just said like, so Evelyn knows who this guy is. She made the roll, and the last thing he said was, if you didn't want to join the Imperium, you didn't have to kill your runner-up.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. He's kind of a douchebag. So.
Got him.
I made a mistake.
Got him.
I made a mistake trusting him with that mission. I won't
Yeah,
make the
probably.
same mistake again.
I mean, I feel like that's probably not true, but here we go. I guess. And we're doing the thing now. Unless you want to like give up and go away. I mean, a bunch of your dudes got killed by guys with sticks, so you know.
I think you guys have bigger problems. There's a big group of Order of the Dust people coming, and they all have. This one lady has all of the psychic powers because she's what's her name? Chloe.
Fergus,
Something.
you have her body
So we have
floating
her,
next
yeah.
to you.
And then they literally rolled up.
disguised.
It just slowly floats behind Fergus.
They also like rolled up to that fight scene right when we left with all the dust soldiers on the ground. So they probably have them all.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, you know.
Oh, actually, that reminds me.
Never mind. I take it back. Why'd you do the clock?
Because you used telekinesis right away at the first thing you did. I should have done it then, and I forgot.
When did I use it?
You're currently carrying
Oh, okay.
So as long as you just keep it like passively active, it's not going to advance anymore. But
Yeah, I don't say that because I forgot I was carrying her. By the way, she should be conscious by now.
Well, it hasn't been an hour yet, has it? Or like whatever.
I mean, I healed her.
It's-
so I think unless
You can stabilize the
even
cane
stabilize,
without-
it takes a
Yeah.
while. I'm going to say
Okay.
she hasn't woken up yet. Yeah.
that's cool. Good. That's good.
I'm sure you have control over that. If you don't want to heal her enough, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can.
Evelyn, do you say anything back to him?
Did you say what he said again? I'm sorry.
You
Yeah,
said
I
you didn't
mean-
have to kill your runner up, and then I told him that he was kind of a douchebag.
And he's like, I made a mistake sending him on that mission. I won't make that same mistake again.
Sending who on what mission?
Crawl. Your runner up.
Oh, okay.
That's what he
Okay.
said.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess she probably says, yeah, now you have the chance not to be a coward and do your dirty work yourself.
Oh, roasted.
You don't know how you can tell, but you know he's smiling underneath the helmet. And he says, "Oh, I intend to."
How do you know this guy again, Evelyn?
He is Crawl's sender. What would be the word to say
Boss.
that? Like,
Employer?
Yeah, boss. Yeah, that's the way. That's the word.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that tracks.
I would have been yours, Evelyn, if you had let me. We could have conquered entire galaxies together. But
yeah,
no,
then he could have sent you to get killed by somebody.
But you decided to pitter away your time playing games. Disgusting, really. I'm glad that we wiped it off the face of the sector.
Okay. I guess I just kill you.
You can. So this is the thing. I think you all can or maybe Fergus probably can tell more than anyone else because he's probably the most insightful about this sort of stuff.
He's stalling.
Yeah, he's stalling, right? He's either waiting for something or he doesn't want to fight you.
Right. No, it's like I just attack. Like I'm not. This is just dumb.
This would be a good time to
see ya.
Psychically trip a banana. Bad luck guy. Thing.
So, you just try to shoot Evelyn?
Yeah.
So this is what we see. We see Evelyn grab her pistol and like we do kind of like a fast slow-mo and then whoop, it goes like slow-mo and you're about to pull the trigger. And then we see a man, like we're seeing this all in slow motion. We see a man materialize in front of you. Okay. He looks like this. So he has black hair, black beard, pretty scraggly. His face is all wrinkled and scarred and really weathered looking. And he appears in front of you.
Okay, define materializes in front of me.
He teleports in front of you. Seems pretty obvious what he's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
For those of you familiar with psychic stuff, right? And you shoot him point blank in the chest and nothing happens. Right? And he just like looks down.
Okay, now define nothing happens.
You don't like
telekinetic armory.
The shot disappears, yeah, and you're not sure. Okay. And he looks down, looks back up.
That was bad luck.
And he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, there is no need for this. I welcome all bidders to my marketplace."
That's not true. We had to have a special psychic to get through your door.
Tests and trials to see if you are worthy.
Well, that feels like a dice roll to me. I don't know.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Maybe you just don't have the scope to see what I see. It doesn't matter.
Pretty good. But they didn't. They just walked in the door. They cheated. So you're gonna send them out, right?
No. They played the game very well.
What?
He like turns around to look at them.
Please.
Whoever would like to bargain for the item both parties came for, now would be the time to do it. Send forward your negotiator and we finish this right here, right now.
I mean, clearly Fergus, right?
I mean, I'll give you 1 million credits. How does that sound? What do you think?
I don't want or need credits.
Oh, well, that's going to make this awkward. What do you want or need?
He doesn't answer, and he's like looking back. At the,
let's talk in our brain thing.
Brain thing.
What the heck do we have to offer him?
You hear him interject in your mind link and say, No.
He's got a roll for that. He's got a roll. Or I guess, I have to roll.
Yeah, go ahead. Save.
It's fine. I've never. This is basically the same as just saying it happens. Having me roll. Why is O? I can't find mine. There we go. Mental.
Hey.
Suck it. Can't get in my brain.
So
you don't even know
think
what's going on in here.
I think it's still very obvious that he knows what you're doing, though, right? Like, yeah. So you guys are talking, and I'm imagining this when this is happening for an audience perspective. It's like the world around you freezes, and then you guys are like turning to each other and like talking normally, just for like a kind of like a flavor thing.
Yeah.
And we see Sigmund just like he seems to be in slow motion, and then he like gets out of it and then just watches, right?
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be interested in what he's like. Because he can probably like see you moving in this mind space, but can't like hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like meta scions have to have stuff that messes with that. Not that it matters. I just was maybe not. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
He doesn't want
probably, which is
money.
why I was thinking that I would just have him do
Right.
it automatically. But I'm fine with him make it save. That's
Oh,
okay.
dude, level 0 meta scions can visually and audibly detect the use of psychic powers.
Yeah, so he can see it's happening. He just can't like read your thoughts, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So I mean, if he doesn't want money, then I don't know what we or the Imperium could offer him, because pretty much everything just translates into money. So
I mean, is it possible to offer him all of Fergus's extra nanites?
that's true. I suppose. I mean, he's like super OP apparently.
Two
So I
birds with
don't
one
know.
stone.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Hey. Well. Yeah. Why not?
I mean, we also have a Hephaestus engine. But I don't know if I want to give this creep the Hephaestus engine.
Yeah, let's not do that. That sounds like a bad. Also, we need it to power our super AI.
Yeah, that too.
Oh yeah, there's a thing, a level 2 psychic ability that lets you spend effort to stop a perceivable psychic power, but the person can spend effort to like, keep it up. But you basically have to like outbid them, I think. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. Just offer him the destruction of his enemies. He didn't answer me when I asked him what he wanted, which feels
So obviously
like
we're not giving him the Hephaestus engine, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, definitely not.
but my guess is that's what he wants. But we ain't doing that. We ain't
Right.
doing.
Yeah,
So that's all I got.
maybe if we just shoot all the people on the other team, he'll have to take whatever we offer.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me.
I mean, apparently he's just going to get in the way of our guns, but if we all shoot at the same time, then he won't be able to do that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Is that what your plan is? Just
No.
shoot
All right,
the
Fergus,
other
I guess you've been nominated, so I guess you can go. Your tribute, I don't know. Good luck.
I'm honored. They send a child to do your dirt. I'm kidding.
You're the only one who knows how to do any kind of stuff, so seems like a plan.
You also have a focus for this?
Yeah, you're literally like built for it. So it's in your kit. And then if we don't like what he says, we can just laser everybody, I guess. Or not literally, like stun laser everybody.
You shoot lasers.
Yeah, kind of.
That's true. I guess they're not. It's just like electricity.
Yeah, or sort of. Yeah, I don't even really know, but yeah.
I think it's like a cloud of electricity.
Yeah, because the actual gun is like it's a flechette gun, so it's like shoots out tiny chunks of metal, but that's the lethal version. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it bumps out clouds of like electric stun. Whatever that means.
Right, exactly. Good luck, Fergus. You got this.
So does he just teleport me and Beef Boy away?
No, yeah, you're just talking right there.
Oh, okay.
He just stepped forward, and Minister of War steps forward. And he turns to you, Fergus, and he says, "Give me your offer."
Oh, you don't want to. He's not going to get. Oh man. I think it's only courteous to let the less experienced man go first, and I motioned to what's his face, what's he called, the war guy,
the Master of War.
Master of War. There,
the war guy.
Yeah.
Sigmund looks slightly annoyed, and he says, "What is your offer?"
Okay.
I don't think he's very good at this.
Yeah.
It's like he has like a particular way he wants to go about this, and he's
Right,
like, I
yeah.
told you to go first. You're going
Yeah.
first.
We don't have anything to offer.
No, not really.
Yeah. We'll take it and we'll put it into a safe place.
We'll protect it for you. Consider us a security deposit box.
Yeah, there you go.
Who needs whatever the Imperium is going to offer you when you have security?
Well, he doesn't want money, so what are they going to give him?
I've got a lot of extra nanites inside my body you can have.
Don't need
Pretty
them.
powerful. Oh, okay. We've got a Hephaestus engine with a god tier AI system that we stole from the Imperium.
Perfect. That'll do.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
He already knows about it.
I reverse time. Just kidding. Yeah, we're obviously not giving that to him. So
Yeah.
And the thing is, like,
a bluff.
he knows it, right? Like you can tell on his face. I mean, obviously Fergus can make a roll, but like I think it'd be obvious to anyone with a brain that who knew you guys at all that this would.
He
not
doesn't
be.
know us at all, though. He
It's
just met us.
He may.
You may what?
He probably has post cognition too. He spent the last 0 seconds plumbing our pasts. I'm kidding. I don't know.
You may have actually just 100% hit the mark.
I had a feeling because he had Dylan's power, so I think he probably has mine. So
You can make a roll though, Fergus, to like lie to him successfully.
Well, I can't lie. He knows. Yeah.
well, I mean, he just said that it would be unbelievable if he knew you, but that doesn't mean you couldn't convince him that he was.
Yeah, you could make it. You could try, right?
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it costs effort for him to do that, and if he
To do
believes
what?
me,
I mean,
he
he's not going
won't
to read your mind.
post
He's just
cog.
going to roll in response.
Oh,
I think he meant to do the
Well,
post.
Well, he might.
I never.
He might really read your mind. But he's at least going to roll first and see.
is that notice, or is he rolling to read my mind?
He's going to roll notice first.
Oh, okay. No. Okay.
Dude, he has 46 plus 4. He's literally the best in the universe. He's as good as the entire legion of AI.
Yeah, so he knows your line. And he says that, right? He says like that'll do, and then but then he turns to the
Right.
Imperium like, okay, what's your offer?
Yeah, what do you got?
And the Master of War is like kind of frowning. He's like, I've been thinking about this. And while once upon a time I may have just tried to take it from you, I no longer think that is an option. And Sigmund shakes his head slowly. It is not. And the Master of War nods slowly. I imagine that was the point of the test, at least for me. And then Sigmund nods. Very well. Then this is my offer, Sigmund. I offer you the galaxy. Sigmund
Yikes.
smiles. And he turns back to you guys. And he says,
I'll take the Hephaestus engine.
no, he says.
Oh, really?
No. He knows you guys are lying, right? So he turns back to you and he says, if you wanted to play games, all you had to do was tell me. And he does something. He just like makes a gesture, and all of you. So we just see all of you disappear.
Uh-oh.
I think the first thing we see.
Can I roll to oppose whatever this is with psychic stuff?
If you, so I'm going to say this right now. If you do, he's probably just going to kill you. right? Instead,
Okay.
I think for story reasons, we should let this happen.
Okay.
Fergus can do that if he wanted to, but then he's going to be in a one-on-one wizard duel with the most powerful psychic in the known universe and will probably lose because he can only use his powers like 9 more times.
I have an idea that counteracts that, but it's fine. I'll stick with the story narrative reasons for now.
Sounds good.
For now.
Dylan? You are on a you're in a field. There's like a kind of like a cliff next to you. There's a big tree kind of on the side of the cliff. And there is a man in like armor and a sword, like medieval armor and a sword, standing beneath the tree. And he has like a yellow like exclamation point above his head. It's kind of hovering in the air. So you blinked and suddenly you're here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I take a second to look around.
You're in Evercraze.
Yeah. I'm assuming the yellow exclamation point means like I need to interact with this guy in some way.
It means he has a quest.
Okay, yeah. She walks up to it.
Yeah, and the guy turns to you with the swords like facing down like this, right? He's like, "Greetings, adventurer. Have you heard of the terror of the Troll of the North? The town of Weisval is in danger, and we need valiant adventurers like you to defeat the troll horde. Do you accept the quest?"
Is this an actual mission in the game, or?
Given Dylan's experience with it, probably I assume she knows most of the game, and so yes, this is familiar to you.
Okay. I mean, yeah, she's like, I've done this before.
Yeah. But so you just accept it, even though you're obviously.
I mean, obviously, I know something's going on here, but otherwise, what am I going to do? Just stand around?
I'll play along for now.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think you suddenly have an internal sense that I think maybe you just see an arrow pointing on the ground away from you, and as you turn, it stays in that direction. So it's pointing go north. And do you want to follow it? Start walking in that direction. So we just see Dylan and then you look down at yourself and you're not in your normal gear. You're in your Evercraze gear, whatever your cool tricked out armor and sword thing was. We see you tramping across this field. And at one point pretty soon, you cross what's very obviously a clear biome change, and suddenly you're in snow, right? And it's literally you took one step across the line, and now it's all snowy everywhere. And you see mountains ahead of you and a village, and it's on fire. You're supposed to go to the village and stop the trolls from hurting the villagers. And do you keep going? How far do you follow the quest exactly, right? We see you walk forward, we see you get to the village, the trolls are attacking people. Do you just start playing the game and attacking the trolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like she's this is kind of relieving, because she's getting a break from her actual reality, and she's getting to play her favorite game again.
That's
and
true.
she knows that this is probably a trick in some way, but she's but I know how to do this.
Yeah.
So I might as well just do what I know how to do for now.
Dylan, you want to make a sword skill roll for me? A stab skill roll? So not a attack roll, but it's just a skill roll. We'll see how well it goes.
With strength?
Yeah. Oh
17.
yeah, highest you've ever rolled on anything. So
Wow.
Dylan, it's almost too easy, right? It's probably not even fun. like you're just so used to this level, this
Yeah.
mission that you just do it without even blinking. Like it's just so easy. The sword slides in and out of all the trolls. You know exactly how to like strafe and roll, and they're all dead. And
Literally just run into a spot and they all just run in place and they're broken. So you just run around and kill them.
Yeah,
cheese
right.
the whole fight.
Exactly. Yeah. You get them to glitch or something. And it happens so fast, Dylan, that you know that if you had been timing it for the official boards, you would have definitely won a speed run, right? Like you would have been the top of the speed run boards for that mission. And it's probably very dissatisfying, but like a villager comes over to you and he's like bloody and battered and he says, "Brave adventurer, how can we ever repay you? Here's 200 gold and 3 rabbit skins." I assume you take the
Yeah.
the reward for the quest. And you're probably looking around and what do you do? Like it just seems like so pointless, right? Like you did it and there's like you could go, like you know which person to talk to in town to get the next quest in the line, but like you're just like,
can I roll a notice to see if I can figure out if anything in this like simulation is like inaccurate? Like if he got anything wrong here.
Okay. Yeah. Go and roll no.
No or notice?
Notice, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
With
That's what
intelligence.
That's what I said. So
That's what I meant.
8.
It's not bad. It seems there's like you have an eerie feeling that he did, but you're not sure what, right? Like you're something is off about it for sure. But you're not sure what it is. And I think we see you just kind of like looking around like, and maybe we see like a shadow or something like move behind you and you turn and nothing's there. And Dylan's just like confused for a moment. And that's when we like cut, and we go over to Ode. Ode, you're in an elevator. And there's a bunch of like soldiers around you. And they're like, you're riding the elevator up, and soldier like turns to you and nods your direction and says, "You ready for what we have to do?"
So I just appeared in this elevator, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, whoa, that was bogus. Just happened. And then he says, he's like,
"Are you ready, soldier?"
And they don't look like the Imperium guys, do they? I assume.
No, it's like a modern something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. What's going on here?
And it's probably not like soldiers in like the U.S. Army type or whatever. It's looks like guerrilla fighters of some sort or another.
Okay.
Like private military sort of thing.
All right.
And he says, "Good. Well, keep your eyes about you." And he like turns.
Okay.
If you see anyone in a uniform, don't hesitate to shoot.
They're not wearing uniforms, are they?
No.
He said they're like, okay. Like, oh, okay. This is weird.
And the elevator stops. The elevator opens. And you see an airport in front of you.
Okay.
And it's like a US airport in the 2000s, right? Like that's what this is. O doesn't obviously probably recognize it for being that. But that's what it is.
All right. So I mean, we've seen stuff like this, right? Because there's TL3 planets and stuff that would have similar. Okay, so he's not like
the tech is familiar to you, but you certainly are just like, what is that flag
weird,
or whatever, right?
Okay.
Like that sort of thing.
Okay.
And Jared just dropped the call for some reason.
Weird. It's okay.
And the soldiers turn out and just start shooting civilians.
Oh.
Do you know what reference I'm making?
No
now?
Russia. Huh?
Yeah.
Great. Whoa. Hey. Well. God. What? None of those guys are wearing uniforms.
And you see like an airport security guard, and they mow him down.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Okay. So I've played this mission before.
Yeah.
So I know that they kind of just like walk forward slowly. So I'm gonna like stop, and they all get in front of me, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try and shoot them.
Okay. Can you shoot them in the actual mission?
I'm pretty sure because you're supposed to be undercover, so if you shoot them, you just fail.
But you do it anyway.
Immediately, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. He hasn't played this game, right? Because this is
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't know that he'll fail.
That's fair.
He doesn't have any idea what's going on.
Yeah. So Ode, and you look down at, but so you point your gun at them, but you realize that it's like a real gun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're like mowing down civilians at this point. It's like, I just like aims for their legs, hoping that somehow that won't be as lethal.
And you shoot a guy in the legs. The game doesn't fail or anything, right?
Okay,
like you shoot him in the legs, he goes down. They all turn at you like, what are you doing? And they start shooting at you, right?
Yeah, it's like dive into cover and start trading shots.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the shoot.
Okay. The skill, right? Not the.
Not
like an attack.
Not an attack roll.
That's actually
so it's not your best shooting. So it's probably like you're pinned under cover, right? And you're like slowly taking them out, but it's like taking a while. And
right. Plus, I literally can't shoot at any of them without risking hitting a bunch of people behind.
Very
them.
true. And there's people screaming and run around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so that reveal was great. I loved that. The moment you realized what this was. And so I think we just see that, and that's when we cut, right? Ode's just pinned down, just like, oh no, oh my gosh, right? Like they're killing these people, like and they're still doing it too, right? Like when they get the chance, they just like shoot up like a civilian or something. And then I think since Jared had to drop the call, we'll cut to Evelyn. And Evelyn, this is the question. So the game that you usually play RTS games, but I think you're in the game. So I'm trying to figure out what that means exactly for your game, right? Because normally you'd be like above it all, right?
I mean, am I not just in like a control room? Like
you could be
overlooking the battle.
I think it might be more interesting if we do this. So I think you're
am I a general in a tent over on a hill?
I think you appear and you're kind of like in a muddy plain, muddy field. And
is it like Harry Potter where I am the chess pieces?
No. Well, maybe. I think that's probably what it is. That makes way more sense because you're in a muddy field, and you're looking around and you see like a war-torn kind of battlefield ahead of you, right? And you see some like enemy troops like amassing in the distance and stuff, and you're maybe confused. And you look to your left, and you hear something, and a tank rolls right by you, and like someone pops out of the tank and says, "What are you doing, soldier? Get moving!" And it's like again, U.S. Army tank. You're in like Afghanistan or something, right? Or North Africa, probably. I think it's like Command and Conquer. So like old RTS game. Like I think you're like North Africa in the in like World War II. What is it? General Patton, whatever his campaign was there.
Sure,
I think it was around there somewhere in Africa. But you look down and you're like in a U.S. Army soldier uniform and stuff, right? And what do you do? Like a couple of soldiers like push past you, right? Like a couple of soldiers push past you and are like charging ahead, right? So the tank, the guy in the tank wasn't saying to get in the tank. He was just like, get a move on, like go forward.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I turn. So Evelyn is super meta, right? So I assume that you're going to have us make saves at some point, but just don't want us to make them yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Because to be honest, that's the first thing Evelyn would do is be like, well, this isn't real. I wonder if I shoot myself or something like that.
Sure. No. I mean, the other people didn't try that. So, right. Ode and Dylan went along with it. So I think that makes total sense. Does Evelyn want to try that?
No, because I don't trust you. But I think she might. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how tricky that would be for her to. I mean, I could just ask. I can spend a year in here. I could just ask.
Yeah, I was gonna say just see what happens if you shoot yourself. Yeah.
No, not what happens. But like, how do I get out of here?
Ask in what way? Oh, with your psychic stuff?
With
Precog?
Oracle.
With Oracle, yeah. So it's like, what's the question specifically then?
How do I get out of here?
I don't think that's how that question works.
Yeah.
It's
no.
if I do something, what will happen? Right?
The adept gets a single brief vision related to the question about the future that they're asking. This vision is always from their own personal vantage point and never reveals more than a minute of insight. But the psychic processes it almost instantly as part of the power's use. And the time in the future that this could be is a year. So I determine myself to get out of here and to just try everything possible. And then I spend a year doing so. And then I get a minute vision about me getting out.
Right. I see what you're saying. That probably works then. Trying to decide what is the secret. I think maybe we don't see Evelyn know what the secret is, but we see her understand it. We just see her like get something, and then she rushes off to join the other soldiers. No, I think what she does is she rushes off in the other direction. Right? She doesn't go to the battlefield. She just runs backwards.
You have to beat all the bosses on all 100 levels, and if you die, the thing fries your brain.
And then we jump over to Fergus. So Fergus, remind me, yours was like, your games were like a weird kind of like new genre that kind of developed in this day and age, which was like a weird like investigation. Like you saw clue. It was like the thing that I think the only touchstone we had was like Arkham Asylum or whatever, where you had like this, like you could highlight things on the map and be like, oh, there's a clue here. This goes.
Sure.
Well, you were an investigator, right?
Yeah, I think that's that one. Boy detective.
So, you know what? I think you're in, Fergus. Though I think this is what it is.
Stinky.
Fergus, we see a narrow kind of like the screen is black except for like a narrow tube of vision that we have, and we see Fergus walk into the tube of vision, and then you'd like look down and think you see something, and then maybe like fire off a telekinetic armory. I won't let you have to mark the clock for this, but we see you like shoot a blast off. And then the screen goes kind of red as if you had shot the person holding the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walk onto a wooden platform, like a stage or something. And there are a couple of like kids standing there, with like, as if they're like imprisoned or on trial for something. So they have like a little, what is it called when they're having to take their mug shots, like the little panels they have to hold up or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. They're holding those.
Mugshot,
yeah. Whatever the thing they have to hold up is.
Oh yeah.
In the mugshots. They're all carrying those, like staring ahead. And Fergus, you realize that you're holding one as you walk onto the stage. Or no, you're not holding one. You walk out below the stage, I think. There's like it's like in a dark basement or something. There's like a wooden platform, little stage. All these kids are standing up there with their mugshots, like, you know, standing there. And you're suddenly wearing like investigators, like kind of a mix between like James Bond and Sherlock Holmes, right? So like really snazzy, but like kind of like a trench coat over it, sort of a thing. And you're looking ahead at them, and at first you're like, okay, that's weird. They're like they're taking mug shots, and you realize each of the panels has like a word on it instead of like whatever it should be on there, and it says like play, options, choose scene, exit.
I choose exit. Like, well, this was an easy puzzle. I just hit exit game.
So how do you do this exactly? Like, how do you click? Right?
I mean, I touched the sign, I guess. Does that do anything?
Make a save for me.
What kind?
Mental save.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. Got a 20.
I'm just out of the game.
Nice.
So
It
Fergus.
just says, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, no, that's obviously what it does first, right? It says, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
The kid says this to you, right? He says, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, I gotta
Nice.
go save my friends.
All right. Well, good luck. I guess you'll never solve the solve the mystery of the Stinkinator.
I'm about to go solve the mystery of the whole universe, so yeah, have fun with that.
No,
It-
Caleb, you should have it say something really personal about him. I guess you'll never solve the mystery of how
how
what's
your
his
parents
face?
died.
His brother died. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, he's alive. I can just ask him. See ya.
No. So that's I love your idea, Connor. So
Oh,
instead of saying that, like he says, "Oh well, I guess you're not going to be able to solve the mystery of who killed your parents."
are my parents dead?
So this is something that we've been kind of unclear about. We know your brother died, and your planet was kind of like in a middle of like a religious war.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I thought we established that they were alive because I remember one time he was like, "I'm Fergus McGregor, and I'm the best, and I'm going to kill all of you." And I was like, "You have family, right? They have your same last name." He's like, "Yeah, it's a super common last name." It was mostly jokes, that conversation, but I think in that we were assuming that his parents were alive. But I guess,
Fergus also probably doesn't know, even if they were. When
I guess
he
that's
left.
true. It's been a while.
Yeah. So I think that would only be impactful if he already knew they were dead and didn't know why. So
Right.
that probably doesn't work. I'm curious if there's something else like that though. That's a really fun idea to have like the game break like at that point and be like just try to say something personal to Fergus to get him to, because you can. I think you can go somewhere else, whether or not it's outside the game, unclear. But you can actually press the exit button if you say yes to this, right? It's just I think the game is trying to get you to stay. And we'll say something like that. Do you have an idea, Jared, knowing Fergus, like something that would be in like personal and would get him to? Oh, what if it's you can tell me if this would interest you. What if it's well, I guess you'll never figure out the secret of why psychic powers are killing everyone.
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, your offer is extremely tempting. I need to go save my friends. You could tell me before I leave, like in the next 10 seconds if you want to, but oh, wait a minute. Is it before Fergus hits like yes, he reaches out cyclically, like with telepathy. Does he sense anything
from the kid?
Yeah.
He's not real, no.
He's not real?
No.
Is he like mechanical or like
he's
AI?
in your mind, so it's like you're reading your own mind, sort of a thing. So it just bounces back on you. Like your mind is projecting this to you. And so there's nothing to read because it's just your own brain playing tricks on you.
Okay. Well, with that, I think it's enough for him to leave. He's just like, well, if it's just my own mind making this, I don't know the answer. So this guy certainly doesn't.
Yeah. So you click, you say, I want to exit, right? And
yeah.
Everything goes black. And you're just kind of standing in blackness. What do you do?
I want to use one of my telepathic abilities that lets me find my friends. So if they're within a planet distance of me, I can find them.
Okay. You can certainly like sense that they're near, like they're in that radius, but it's really hard to get at like an actual direction because you don't know. You're still not really anywhere. So I think there's a moment. Yeah, I think there's a moment where you're like, okay, they're all still here. Like they didn't die or get teleported like a planet's distance away or whatever. And then you like look down and there's some sort of like, it's almost like you're standing on kind of like glass or something. And there's like a kind of like a murky whiteness starting to like seep up below you.
Yeah.
And if you just kind of like are standing there trying to figure out what it is, suddenly it breaks through the glass and pushes you up. And then we get an audience perspective and we see the title of the game kind of scrolling up as if it's like end credits, and Fergus is on the top of them. So you're just like hanging in midair as these things are like lifting you higher, and you look and it's like a word, right? It says the mystery of the Stinkinator. And like you're literally in the end credits of the game somehow. And you don't recognize the particular game, but you recognize the style of game. It's not the game that you played. It's like the sort of games you played as a kid, like as like a 5-year-old, or maybe even younger, since Fergus is like super smart. Like the point and click like adventure games where you would like have to. There was a mystery to solve, but you just had to click on all the things on the screen and then click to the next page and whatever else. That was what it was. But yeah, you don't know what you did, but you're in the end credits of the game and floating up on the end credits somehow.
Well, okay, this sucks.
What do you do?
I'm gonna teleport. Who's the closest to me? Like, if closeness is a thing.
Probably Evelyn
right now. Right, I'm gonna teleport to Evelyn.
Sounds good. Make another mental save for me.
Okay. And you need to move the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Nice.
I failed the whole game.
Nailing these saves
just to get all of them in the finals.
That's
There
awesome.
you go.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, Evelyn. I think actually we'll cycle back around. So, Dylan, are you there, Carly? Because if not, we can go back to Ode. But I saw a flicker.
Yes, I am.
Cool. So you see like a hooded figure, like run off into an alley behind you, and they're not moving normally. It looks like the sort of movement a player would have, right? Not an NPC in this game.
Okay.
And
yeah, I draw my sword.
I think you probably
follow.
actually see like because they turned the corner too fast to see the whole name, but you see like the end of the name, like that's hovering above their heads, right? Because it's like a player. And you draw your sword and chase after him.
Mm-hmm.
Make an exert roll with strength or dexterity. I guess either one is fine.
Which one am I better at?
Might be
Strength.
the same at both. Yeah. Okay. Strength. Ooh, 5 is not good. Yeah. So I think you probably lose them. And I think you find yourself. What's another trope I can throw out here? So you find yourself at the edge of there's like a kind of like a weird like dead tree kind of sort of wasteland ahead of you. And you know that this is like the PvE the PvP part of the game. If you cross into this land over here, this is where the other players can kill you. In other places of the game, only the monsters and stuff can kill you. But if you go here, then you go here to like fight other players. Yeah, so a bunch of like dead trees and what do you do? But you think you think he went this way, right?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I go.
Yeah, so I think we see Dylan step into the PvP land, and then we cut back to Ode. And Ode, you finally manage to like shoot another one, and then the like maybe remaining 2 or 3 like just run. Right? What do you do?
Jeez.
Right. I think a security guard comes over to you and like holds a pistol out and basically says, "Put down the gun, son."
Yeah. He kind of looks around at like all the carnage, just sort of just like drops it. It's like, oh, this isn't real. I don't know what's happening. This isn't real. And he like is trying to like think his way out of whatever weird illusion this is, or dream,
Sure,
or whatever.
you can make a
he's
mental save.
having.
Yeah.
Not that I expect that to do anything, but
Hey, nice job. This isn't real. And then the security guard says, "It's real to you, Ode." Still pointing a gun at you, but seems to be have a weirdly different tone all of a sudden.
yeah, like no, that guy like did a thing. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Fergus do anything like this. I guess it's not that different from what I do, sort of. But usually I have control over it. I don't know. I can't. Can I send other people into the past?
You won't know until you try,
Like,
I suppose.
without me? Well, I guess that doesn't really help me here. Well, I don't know. So I'm gonna like try and do whatever like process I would do, or sort of like you probably like letting go or whatever that I would do to leave my own post cognition. I'm gonna try and see if I can like do that as though I were doing this vision, right? So I try and go through like a mental process of like going back, basically, like as though it was my own vision.
Sure.
Which I don't know if you want to make me another save or not, but I'm like, I've done this but to myself before. Here we go. Yeah, he was trying to like, I don't know, relax his brain or whatever in whatever way he does.
Yeah, go for it.
Just do another mental save or.
Well, you're trying to do post-cog, right?
Kind of, yeah. He's trying to like unpost cog, basically, like as though he'd done it and was trying to leave the way he would normally leave.
Okay. Yeah. Make a mental save then. That makes sense.
Okay. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting lucky.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Today.
So Ode, the security guard suddenly like reaches down, like puts the gun away, reaches down and grabs your arm and like lifts you to your feet. And he says, "Come on, son, you got a plane to catch."
Oh, it didn't work. Okay. Sure. Maybe this is like a trial thing. He mentioned something about those, I guess.
This way. And he's like trotting through the airport.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow him. Like try not to look at anything going on around me.
Sure. Evelyn, you run back to the beginning of the map, right? And you see the like, command center or whatever it is, right? Where whatever the fortress is in the like sort of command and conquer style RTS games forever ago. And you see like all the barracks and the tank armor, the armory and the like other buildings that are like churning out troops, right? And you like walk up to the command center and with your like roll that you made that like you need to like go to this command center because you're not a grunt. You're the commander, like you're the general. That's when you'll be able to see the whole map and figure out what you need to do from there, right? So I assume you step in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like General Patton from World War II, right, is there with his like advisors or whatever, and he says, "What in tarnation are you doing here, young lady? You're supposed to be out there killing troops for us on the battlefield. You're a piece on a board. Don't you forget it."
No, I'm not. I'm the general, and I'm the captain now. No, she doesn't actually say that. But does she have a gun?
Yeah.
Can she just decide that she has a really big gun and just like disintegrate him?
Make a mental save.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I could be in control of this dream sequence.
You know what to do,
like that,
but you haven't broken out of the like dream stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All you need. Yeah, so you suddenly have like a rocket launcher.
That's right.
What do you do?
I shoot it at him and he dies.
Yeah, so the whole command center just explodes, and then we see you looking at a map of now you're just in like this kind of weird like blank room with a map, and like you can see the whole game now right in front of you. It's like a weird isometric map that you're like scanning between, and you see like the troops all fighting each other, and you can point and click and all that stuff, right? And then Fergus shows up right next to you.
Perfect.
Hey, Evelyn.
Fergus, are you... Say something only Fergus would know.
There's someone at the door.
She slowly nods. And then I think she just says, I feel like I'm basically in control of my dream sequence. I see you've gotten out pretty fast on yours, though.
Yeah, I just teleported. I can do that now.
And then she tests something, and she tries to talk to you in her mind. Is this line open?
It seems to be now. It didn't seem like it was before.
Okay. I think I think she wants to try and reach out to the other two then, right? Like, let's see if they can hear us then. Like, let's see if we can reach them from here. That seems to make sense to me.
Okay. How do you want to try to do that?
Me or her?
What?
Evelyn.
Okay.
I mean, she could ask you how to do it, but
right. No, yeah. I mean, no, I think that's her. So, oh, sorry. I understand what's going on. She says, why don't we try and do you think the others can hear us?
No, I tried that already. But like that I don't know. We could try again. Or we could try again.
I mean, yeah. Oh, I see no reason why not to. What do we roll?
Trying to... Can you reconnect the mind link?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fergus can make a telepathy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do a telepathy. Why'd you roll a mental save?
I didn't just now. It was before.
Oh.
To manifest the rocket launcher. What is the clock at? What's the clock doing right now?
5
no,
out of,
I understand.
5 out of 12.
That's how long I have till I explode.
Yep.
Oh.
Whenever
okay.
Fergus uses his psychic abilities, it starts pushing it further. Yeah, 10 is, I think, good enough. I think this is what we just see, like, the rest of the montage here, right? So you're going to try to reestablish a mind link, right?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, you are suddenly in their brains, right? So what do you say to them?
Hey, is everyone still alive?
And so, yeah, Dylan, you're like kind of, you've just like stepped into the PvP wasteland thing. Ode, you're like about to get on this plane that this security officer is like pointing you to.
And they just walk in, or?
Well, you hear this in your brain. You hear Fergus. And
sorry, what'd you ask?
You got everyone still alive?
No. I'm pretty sure. So it'd be a pretty weird afterlife. What's
the afterlife is just no Russia forever.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan is just like, yeah, I'm in Evercraze. What is happening right now?
We're in some kind of like internal mind loop thing. I don't know. That's what I think it is. Can I roll a no check, Caleb, to see if I know what this is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
If you fail, I'll roll too, because I have a really good no roll.
Nope. I always click odd Ode instead of me. First. Okay. No. Boop. Boop. And boop.
9's not probably good enough. Evelyn, you can make the roll though.
Plus intelligence, correct?
Mm-hmm. 10's not much better. I mean,
How about 2 coffin
the
pieces?
hints you can put together. I mean, he's very obviously just using like weird telepathy tricks, right, to get you to relive memories or something. But it's actually kind of odd because none of you have actually, except for Dylan, none of you have actually played these exact games. And even for you, Dylan, like I think the PvP area looks different than it should. I think there's just like different servers in Evercraze that are PvP and others that are PvE, but for some reason in this one, there's like an actual area that you go to, and you know this because of like the in-game HUDs probably, right, that you're seeing. Once you like cross the land, you see that it's PvP that comes up. And that seems kind of weird to you. You're not familiar with that, but so all of you probably have pieces of games that you're familiar with that are like shoved in there as well. Like it is indeed like something of your experience. It's just also weirdly like 21st century America too. So like we're probably seeing that like the yellow question mark is a World of Warcraft thing, and it probably looks different in Evercraze, but like you knew enough of what that meant to understand like that was what it was supposed to be. But yeah, so what do you guys do, Odin, Dylan? Like you're still like the guy is still like pushing you forward, Ode, to get on the plane.
So you guys got out of your brain thing?
Oh, well, I'm in Evelyn's brain thing.
So how did you get out of your brain thing?
I teleported.
Don't ask questions.
Oh, darn it. Oh, I can't do that. I mean, not really. I don't think. I'm pretty sure if I teleport into the past, they'll just come back here and that wouldn't help any.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I think Dylan. I mean, she doesn't know if this will do anything, but she just like bends down and like puts a hand on the ground and tries her psychic thing to see if it'll do anything.
Okay, yeah, make a telepathy roll. Talk to the game.
What should I roll that with? Intelligence?
Sure. Either that or charisma. I don't think they matter for you. I think they're the same for you.
Yeah, they're both +0. 8.
So you don't really hear anything. And then a guy with a sword comes out of nowhere. He's wearing a hooded cloak and he tries to attack you.
I figured that might happen.
Yeah.
I was like, at the very least, if this doesn't do anything, it will accelerate what's about to happen. So
Dylan starts getting
my thought process.
Yeah, Dylan starts getting into a sword fight with this like weird unknown cloaked figure. And you can probably sense this on, or at least I'm sure Dylan like tells everybody on the mind link, like, oh, someone's attacking me. And the security officer, actually probably the security officer probably left you, and there's like a flight attendant like at the gate, like just like saying, sir, if you want to get to your destination, you're gonna have to leave now.
Are you still doing a fight? There's like 100 dead people over there.
Special flight just for you, sir.
That's not a real thing. What do I do, guys? Supposed to get on a plane. Like a he would say TLC. Like a metal bird plane. Like a
I don't know. I look to you, Fergus. Like
I can only use my power so much before I explode. So
well, okay, actually, hold up. I look to see how I get out. Can you tell me like what it is actually then?
Yeah. So Evelyn, like there's probably multiple options that you were like sifting through and trying and stuff. But I think while Fergus has been doing this, Evelyn's been like switching through the menus, right? On the whole, command control thing. And she finds the button that says change map.
Yeah. Okay.
And you see, you get back to the like the main menu or whatever, and you see multiplayer. Actually, that's what you see, right? You see the multiplayer button.
Okay.
And
All right.
you know
Press
that
it.
yeah, you press it, and I think this is what we see, right? Ode, you like you step on the plane finally, probably, right? Like the girl just like ushers you like firmly enough that like you step in, you're like, fine, I'll go, okay.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get into the plane, you're not stepping in onto a plane. You're stepping into you step into it's like a jungle.
Lobby.
Well,
Multiplayer lobby.
It seems like that. Actually, yeah, you know what? That's what it is first. So it's like a multiplayer lobby, right? So it's like this like weird blackness, right?
But it's like a waiting room with elevator music.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I don't like this game.
And then Evelyn and Fergus, you're there now, right? And Dylan, you're there with the hooded figure. And at first you're like, oh my gosh, what? And then the person with the hood takes it off, and it's Ziva, and she says, "Oh,
I forgot.
I'm sorry, I didn't even realize it was you."
Why do you look like a Grim Reaper? What's wrong?
And she looked more like a hooded adventurer sort of a type, right?
Oh, I see. Okay.
And she takes it off. She's like, I wasn't seeing you, Dylan. I was seeing someone else. I don't know. My mind was playing tricks on me, I think. And so you all 5 of you are there, and you look up and you see like character selection. And for some reason, Evelyn, it's different. Like this isn't the multiplayer lobby for your game. It's not the multiplayer lobby for any of your games. Right. You see like a kind of like a timer on the top screen. You see two like sides of the lobby that you're looking at, and it looks like other people are picking their characters on the right. And we see your names on the left, and you need to pick a character. Like it's like the timer's running down, and people need to like be picking their characters.
Okay.
So what's going on here? Do you have any psychic insights? You just kind of like slapped all of our brains into next week. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I tried to get some kind of reading out of the ground, and nothing happened. So, well, except Ziva attacking me.
Sorry, okay? I didn't know it was you.
We are in a mindscape. Kind of like when we're inside Fergus's head. I guess I don't know this for sure, but I think I can put the pieces together.
So Evelyn, the timer is about to run out, and you're the first person who has to choose their character.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
What are my choices?
Are you gonna play offlane or duo? Or okay.
So you do see like it's really just like different skins for you, right? Okay. It's obviously just going to be you that you're going to be, but it's like you maybe see like I don't know, a big drum set that you could be playing, or maybe you can fly with metal wings. Maybe you do have a Grim Reaper hood and a weird scythe.
Okay. I'm gonna play okay. With the fans need this one to be good. All right, let me think this through for a second here.
Yes, me as fan needs this. I'm very excited for what you're gonna decide to do.
Okay, so here's the problem. The problem is that Evelyn would have to choose it. So it can't be that interesting.
I mean, you're basically just playing Bellica.
See, that's what I'm like, Space Marine version, but I'm like, but that's just who she is already.
Mm-hmm.
So how about there isn't a version of that?
Yeah, does she have a more idealized version of herself though? Or like a skin that like speaks to her on a weirdly like esoteric level that she doesn't understand or something? Or she's like, she wouldn't normally pick this, but for some reason she wants to.
Like a suited up mech.
So
that's true. You can just do that.
In that case, I think she picks like housewife. I think she picks like maid outfit with like an apron.
It's like a frying pan.
Yeah.
It's probably like Japanese like cartoon made with like a giant hammer or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But she doesn't. But like she doesn't understand why she picked it.
Yeah.
It
might even
feels
seem
like
to us like it's a panic pick. She's just like, I need to choose something up.
Yeah.
And then Ode, you're the next person to pick. What do you pick? You see people picking on the other side of the screen, but you like the names and the characters they're choosing are kind of fuzzy to you.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably just pick something that's like it looks like a big like a robot person, not like a mech, but
yeah,
it's like a mechanoid version of himself, basically. It's much taller. Just picks the biggest one.
Fergus.
Pop star diva Fergus, of course.
right. Dylan.
David.
I feel like she just picks the basic female warrior skin with like the biggest sword.
Yeah,
like it's almost like a Colossus blade size sword.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So you were playing as Vin. Cool. And then I think Ziva chooses a Kalari, basically, right? Like the assassin jump around type. And we suddenly see like a portal open in front of you. Like a weird kind of like shimmering portal.
So just in case this does have like some meta that is coming in with it, Evelyn definitely picks a gun and not a hammer.
Okay.
Right? Like
sure. That makes sense.
I don't want her to like have to fight with a -1.
Then maybe you do choose Space Marine, even though like maybe you
no,
like Okay.
No, no.
I mean, I don't know if there would be a character that's like literally just a housewife, but like certainly, some sort of like frilly feminine character.
Like the maid skin on a character.
Sure.
Like that's what.
I mean,
that's what
you probably pick like a mage, right? Those tend to be lightly armored and feminine, and you're a psychic. So.
All right, then that's fine.
You can do whatever you want, Evelyn. That's fine.
Maybe it looks like a housewife. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of game we're playing.
I don't know.
Housewife just seems like a weird class, but you're
but
just from Overcooked.
You have a big gun though.
right. You go. I pick the raccoon in the wheelchair.
So you're like kind of maid outfit with a big gun.
Man.
Connor, maid outfit with a big gun. Is that what you're? I think so.
Yeah, that sounds good. Whatever.
Cool.
It doesn't matter if that doesn't actually make any sense. It's
no,
fine.
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I just was curious about the reasons and stuff. So, but yeah, that's fine. So I assume you guys stepped through this portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you seem to be back in like a jungle, right? Like there's jungle environment around you. It's kind of like a lost kind of ruiny, like there's like jungle ruins and stuff. You're just kind of standing on a big old platform. There's a giant portal behind you. And there's kind of like these like two launch pads on either side that go off into the other parts of the map. And yeah, you're in predecessor. I've been planning this since we started playing predecessor. I knew that this.
So I look at them and I'm like,
I'm not going to get any of these references.
Right. Like, what do you think's happening to our real bodies? This is taking a long time. Are we dead?
And I think that's maybe where we end, right? I think that's where like we cliffhanger, because we see you guys all like standing there, and maybe like you say that, Ode, and then we hear games starting in, right? 3, 2, we hear that booming over the horizon, and you guys don't know who you're fighting against, but you know that you're playing a game. And I think all of you are at least familiar enough, like as characters, familiar enough with the type of game this is, to know what you're supposed to be doing. At least after a couple moments of like orientation, you're like,
well, we have to determine what lanes we are.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I jokingly asked Connor that at the beginning. But
no, I was always planning for this to be actually predecessor. So
amazing.
Yeah, what lanes do you actually pick? I'm curious.
Well, Fergus is obviously
What does that mean?
support.
Yeah, Fergus support. Dylan probably carry, right?
Yeah, probably.
Makes
I feel like that
sense.
makes sense.
So is Evelyn mid? And
Or I guess Ode could be
she-
carry too.
She'd probably
Yeah.
be, yeah. As much as it pains me to say so.
I think Ziva's definitely jungle.
oh gosh. Okay.
Jungle
yeah.
diff. Oh no.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
would be interesting for sure.
I feel
always
well because
jungle.
Dylan's melee, so I feel like maybe off lane makes more sense.
That makes
because
sense.
Oda's
Yeah.
range,
Dylan can be
she's
off
probably
lane.
carry. Yeah. Especially because she would destroy everybody in off lane because she doesn't have to be near them to stab them.
That's true.
Just ridiculous. So
And then Ode, you're gonna do carry
carry
then,
probably,
and then
'cause,
Fergus.
yeah,
is
he's
support.
basically just Murdoch. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Cool. Yeah, so we see you guys like start to like figure out. Okay, I guess we're playing this game. All right, choose your roles, and then like we see like some like shadowy figures that we only see from a distance who are your enemies, and we'll find out who they are next time on Elysian Road. And this way, I can prep stats for them. So Yeah.
Makes sense.
I was always kind of planning on this being a cliffhanger once we got to this point. So even though we're a little early on, I think this is a good place to stop, and we can do an
Yeah,
after
that's fine
show
with
and
me.
talk about the session. And yeah, thanks for playing, guys, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's fun.
We will do a quick after show, which you can check out if you're a patron. But we're out. Adios.